Yes, there's audio. There should be like some birds tweeting in the background here. How you doing, Eric? Hello, Shernyo. We got some special stuff going on today. Mr. Lion Dad. There I am. Hello, folks. All I hear are canaries chirping. Yes, that is actually part of the audio. Welcome, chat. One and all. We are playing Komorebi. It is a game that was produced by Clace over the last couple of years. And a lot of amazing things are in this game. Now, the question is do we start a new game? Well, we actually have to because this is now the Steam version, not the trial version that I had beforehand. Birdie's tweeting is calming, yes. Clace! Also, I need to do this, just in case. I am excited about this. Justin, I need to show you something. I'm going to send it in Discord. Okay, you're going to send it in Discord? Send it to me in Discord. Let me know when you sent it. Let me know. Oh, I already see it. Ah! Oh, cool. That's awesome, dude. I love that. You got yourself a nice model. Heck. That looks cool, dude. Awesome. By the way, if you guys haven't seen this game before, we are playing Komorebi. And this game is a visual storytelling game, and it's actually really beautiful, and it's got a lot of amazing actors in it. Sean Chiplock's in it, Casey Mangelo's in it, Jonah Scott's in it. I am super excited to play this. This is still really cool. Still in the works, but yes, dude, Crush, that looks freaking awesome. Hello, folks, and welcome. By the way, guys, if you didn't know already, we added some new sub badges for 1.5 year and beyond. And I believe on September we're going to be adding our final 4-year badge, which is going to be super heckin' epic. Let's see, VRC or VTuber? I don't know, is it a VTuber? But it still looks awesome. Hello, Fuki. Welcome. Let's see if we can create a new game here. Now, I played this beforehand. Oh, no, not yet. Fuki, oh my god. Being worked by an amazing 3D artist, you might even know him, Sean Hicks. Oh, heck. That's awesome, dude. By the way, towards the end of the stream, we are going to be doing a giveaway. Let people know that people who stick around in channel for the duration of the stream have a chance to win a copy of Komorebi for themselves. That's going to be super heckin' epic. Let's see if we can get this going. This is a visual storytelling game, and just a word of caution, chat. There are going to be some texts, some parts of the story that might be a little sensitive for people, so just kind of be aware of that. I also love the art and the direction, the story, the graphics. I love the parallax effect that they got going on here. It's really cool. One of these days, someone will catch an elusive lion dead. You're going to need a master ball. Let's start up a new game, chat.
Welcome to Komorebi.
Komorebi, by the way, or Komorebi, is a Japanese word. It means sunlight filtered through the trees, or sunlight shining through the trees. Oh, what are you doing, Eric? Oh my god. Why? Why? Oh my jeez. I think that feature got turned off. Oh no. I can have Master Ball, Burbuncle. I don't think I have a Master Ball. Oh no. Oh no. Fang. Ah! Okay. By the way, Komorebi, let's start up.
You have chosen to take part in a personal experience.
How many of you guys played this before?
In exchange for that, we have given you several options to use.
So we have config, we have got save, we got load. Is the audio of the game coming through okay? Can you guys hear it all right? You guys said you were hearing bird chirps, so that's good. I didn't want to add 100% and blasting my eardrums off. But anyway, a little quiet. Okay, well, let's go to Fig. We'll go 80%. How's that? You hear it? Good, good, good.
Feel free to do so at your leisure.
Just been watching others play it, like this bean. Who's that bean? Oh, Thorn, okay. Here we go.
Your experience will be divided into fragments like these.
Yes.
Right now, there's only one.
Okay.
Try saving and then interact with this fragment.
So we can save. We're going to put this in file 1. And then we can click on this fragment.
Alternatively, feel free to enjoy the view.
Yeah, this is so cool how it was put together. I don't know who designed all the graphics unless Place designed everything. Oh my god, it's Sharon Yo.
Experience opening fragment. A new beginning.
Alright, let's do it. I also love these sound effects. They're so cool. They're so cool. By the way, Eric, remind me toward the end of the stream we're going to be doing a good boy. Set a watcher upon her, a great and strong Argus, who with 4 eyes looks every way. And the goddess stirred in him unwearying strength. Sleep never fell upon his eyes, but he kept sure watch always. Fragment of a lost poem. It is Sunday, 12:15. My eyes flutter as I linger on the precipice of a peaceful sleep. Cars pass by, then fade away, lulling me like mechanical waves on a suburban ocean. However, as enticing as slumber may seem, this is not the time or the place. As we drive, I keep myself awake with pleasant thoughts, thoughts both old and new. Those vehicles that passed by, where were they going? And where did they come from? I dig deeper and start to wonder who those people were, who they loved and held dear. Billions of people, all with lives fundamentally different from mine. It's a lot to take in. But it is that difference a good thing or a bad thing? I stop to think, and I can find no answer. Let me move myself over just a tad, just a smudge, so you guys can actually read the text there. There we go. Hopefully that works. As many people say, though, the unknown is alluring. That's part of why I'm sitting here right now. I feel a tap on my shoulder, and I let out a loud yawn. Giving my friend a slight smile, it isn't long before I receive one in return. At least we both are on the same page. There'd be plenty of time to sleep later on.
Hey, you all right over there?
By the way, chat, at any time, !Komorebi if you wish to know some more information. It'll give you a link to the Kickstarter program, and it will also give you a link to the digital deluxe version if you choose to purchase a version for yourself.
Ever since we left the airport, you've been dozing off like mad. I thought it was pretty good company, you know?
Why is he just so adorable? I shake my head as if we're doing, as if doing so would grant me further clarity. Now, we have a lot of different options here. We can do, like, thumbs up, or love, or, you know, musical, or, you know, fighting back, or, you know, just feeling sad. And you can basically choose any option that you want. This will pave the way as to how you will progress within the story. Here we have Husbando number 1. You're great company, I'm just really tired. Or honestly, I was waiting for you to make them first move. Or you're pretty boring, I'm already planning a return flight home. And what makes you think you wake me up like that? Or just sleeping, feeling a little homesick, that's all. Honestly, I'm gonna pave the way of being very loving to this individual. So why don't I just click on the hearts? Honestly, I was waiting for you to make the first move.
Oh, so we're making moves on each other now?
Oh my god. You know what response I'd be giving, yeah. Where's the option to give him some boba? That's a good question.
I must have missed that memo. But, you know, both hands on the wheel.
Oh, you too then. He's adorable.
Besides,
before he can continue, he's cut off by a loud beeping noise. I'm gonna need to turn on a fan here because it is now very warm in my room. Yay, PC likes to heat up my room. A light on the dashboard starts to flash, causing him to groan in annoyance. He looks down for a moment and presses a button to silence the intrusion.
distracted driving? Of course.
Pay attention to the road, my honey.
Apparently, this thing doesn't want me talking to my friend. I guess it thinks you're a risk? Maybe you should take that as a compliment.
Ha! I shrug, unsure of how to respond, as I rest my head in the window. According to the system, almost everything was a risk these days, and anything in blue text is a key item in this game. It wasn't worth losing the points, so we sit and remain in silence. The points. What are the points? A new beginning. Begin your experience. We have an achievement, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and now what? Now what do we do? It's December 16th. A few moments later, the silence was finally broken. Thank you for the head pats. I'm thankful as things were starting to get a little awkward. But I guess meeting someone for the first time is always like that.
Well, it was nice of him to pick you up from the airport. Isaac, right?
I love this gentleman's voice acting. It is incredible. He's got this deep, calming voice. It's really sweet.
Make sure to keep people like him close by during a change like this. Things may seem a bit uncertain right now, but remember, that's not a bad thing.
He fiddles with a few papers in his hands before pulling out a specific sheet. Placing it on the table between us, he slowly slides it over to the side of the room. I pick it up and inspect it for a few moments. It's a basic questionnaire.
If you could just fill out the basics, that would be great.
Oh, yes. Yes, him. Oh, thank you for the kiss, Eric. Thank you.
Obviously, I know who you are, but we need to leave a paper trail. You fill that out, and I'll decide our topics for the day, all right?
Okay. I nod, grabbing the pen that rests on the table beside me. These sessions were always boring, especially the first few. A new city, a new counselor, right back to square one. After filling out the form, I place it on the table and slide it back. The counselor picks it up, inspects it, and gives me a knowing nod.
All that aside, I assume that you still prefer the name Delta? It was mentioned in the notes sent over by your previous counselor.
Okay, so we are Delta, we were just dealing with Isaac, and now we're dealing with a counselor.
Don't worry, it's normal. A lot of people your age shy away from their birth name.
It's very true, because a lot of people born with the names weren't chosen, it was given to them by their parents. And I think a lot of people prefer to self-identify. So if you're more comfortable with a different name growing up, and that's really entirely up to you. There's nothing wrong with choosing a different name for yourself. In fact, if that makes you comfortable and happy, I just recommend it.
Why spend our lives with something that's been decided for us, right? Things are a lot more flexible than we give them credit for.
This is true.
That includes the future, a fact that people tend to forget.
Our persona names, yes. I really don't know where he's going with this. Well, I personally kind of do. He taps the papers against his lap, straightening them out.
Allow me to be a little blunt. I mean, we both know why you're here.
I am curious as to the scar on the counselor's nose here. How did he manage to get that?
My practice focuses on people like yourself, those who saw nothing. Honestly, that's a very small group. It must get lonely for you sometimes.
Yeah, it can. I shrug.
There's a single question I like to ask my new patients. So, excuse the cliche, but how does that make you feel? Being alone while billions receive a glimpse of the future.
So here's the hint at what Komorebi is. Komorebi is basically the name, again, it's a Japanese word for light shining through the trees. A glimpse of your future. It is a vision that gives you an idea of what's going to happen in your life. However, in the case of Delta, we never had a vision. People don't like the idea of not being in control of their life. And thus is the crux of this game. Let me tell you how I got this scar. Oh, jeez. Anyway, I thank him for rubbing it in and ensuring that sarcasm is clear.
It's the opposite, actually. I meant to give you some support. Imagine being constrained by a vision of your future, consumed by it. You have what some people would call freedom, a truly blank slate.
This is what we would prefer. Yeah, visions, premonitions, foresight. I don't like the idea of seeing my future and being unable to avoid it. In that the future is deterministic rather than, we have control over our lives. I don't like fate.
Remember, Komorebi is a relatively new phenomenon. Society has flourished for thousands of years without it.
Relatively new phenomenon. So what's causing Komorebi? All right, I apologize for the sniffling here. Seasonal allergies, don't you know?
Some would consider your situation a blessing. Don't forget that.
I wouldn't. I can tell he's giving a speech that he's given many times before. Because of that, it seems to lose some of its impact and wisdom. As I close my eyes, I simply hope that this is all over soon. Well, Chad, what do you think so far? A lot of very interesting key details have been revealed to us. Sonic is allergic to the world at this time of year, NBD. Yeah. The TV report continues, and I open my eyes with slight hesitation. I've only been here for a few days, and the rest is almost impossible to find. A new start to your life is always stressful, after all. At least I have friends.
I can't believe they're making us watch this.
Propaganda. Gotta love it. Blech.
100 years of visions? Nobody cares. Looks like Argus just wants to stroke their own ego.
Another key word, Argus. I'm very intrigued, yes. Dante leans forward, taking the opportunity to chime in.
Yeah, this is more about the system than anything else. Maybe they should fix all the glitches before boasting. Watch. Soon it'll say talking over their propaganda is risky.
Indeed. Isaac leans forward, whispering as if the topic is sensitive.
You're not supposed to badmouth the system, Dante.
Yeah, well, I would badmouth the system anyway because I don't like the idea of somebody controlling me or my future.
As if my score could get any lower, man.
We love Dante.
Besides, Delta has definitely seen my true colors by now. I'm under no obligation to keep up the nice guy act.
Ha!
Why does it have to be an act? Can't you just, you know, be nice?
That's a good question. Dante scoffs.
Too much effort, not enough caffeine.
Fair.
And you know the system is messed, Isaac. We're all on a leash. They just use Komorebi as an excuse to make it stay that way.
Somebody who is fighting their future.
Can't argue with that one.
Yep.
Hey, Delta, didn't you have an appointment soon? Maybe I can use you as an excuse to stop watching this thing.
And you are telling me to be nice.
Oh boy. Gotta love propaganda and feeling like that you're being controlled. It's almost borderline political in a way. Have you noticed he's asexual pride colored? That's a good point. Interesting. I laugh the retort and lean back in an attempt to relax. I let Isaac know that he was right, but my appointment wasn't for a while. Plenty of time to gather my thoughts and continue watching this report. Yeah, I definitely need to gather my thoughts. There's a fog over my mind and I feel so scatterbrained. Grounding myself in this new environment would definitely help. Okay, so we have a couple of things to click on. Learning about what all of this stuff
with
is.
each word to learn more about it.
All right. First, Komorebi, or Komorebi, if you want to say it
Upon
like
interacting with
Japanese.
all four, your experience will continue.
Exclamation point, Komorebi in chat, by the way, if you wish to know more, and if you're curious about buying the game yourself, check it out on Steam. It's been released recently. All right, Komorebi first. One day, the world was changed forever. Billions of people experienced vivid visions of the future. These could not be mistaken for dreams. It seemed to be true precognition. The visions that people had would follow them for the rest of their lives. Replaying at the worst possible times, it was almost like an intrusive thought. Whether positive or negative in nature, these visions still consumed lives. Nobody knew how or why this happened, but it was far too late. Chaos ensued. Those who saw personal success went to great lengths to fulfill their visions. Those who saw personal failures did anything they could to avoid them. Hello, honey. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome to your day. It wasn't just a one-time event either. Komorebi overstayed its welcome. Children and grandchildren grew up alongside this odd phenomenon. They too experienced their own visions around the age of 13. The world became obsessed with the future, obsessed with Komorebi. It was a world describing sunlight that shines down through the trees. There you go. A simple and poetic metaphor for the visions filtering into our world. However, it wasn't a series of visions, nor would they change over time. It was a vision of a single moment, and it would follow you for the rest of your life. For example, if your vision was horrible, you'd be forced to live it almost every day. It seemed far from fair, and lives were defined by the moment presented in people's visions. Now, the appointment. While the Komorebi phenomenon was peculiar, there was also something else. Some people saw nothing, left completely in the dark with no vision at all. Less than 1% of the world experienced this. A very small group. Hello, Flower Boy. I love your voice. Oh, thank you. But it was still extremely worrying. What did seeing nothing mean? Were you dead? Nobody knew. Depression and suicidal ideation became commonplace among this group. They are assigned a counselor who meets with them on a regular basis. I am one of those people. I never experienced my own vision. People always worry for me, and I fear that I may do something rash. In reality, however, I'm fine. My lack of a vision has never defined me. Because I moved to a new city to live with friends, I was given a new counselor. It's kind of lame to start all over after spending so many years with the last one. But I'm told that this doctor is great, and I'll feel at home in just a few sessions. Now, the system. Because of the chaos that ensued during the advent of Komorebi, a plan was needed. There were too many people acting recklessly in the face of their futures. Whether avoiding or fulfilling the vision's risky behavior was a constant. A new system was introduced that governed the behavior of the people. You would be held accountable for all of your actions, regardless of legality. This was an attempt to keep people in line, focused on the present. Live in a safe, orderly manner, or you would recruit points over your lifetime. If you did the opposite, you would lose points. Be rude, speed, litter, stuff like that. Your point total would define you as either an asset or a liability to society. While primitive at first, this concept grew as technology progressed. It is currently integrated to every possible device: phones, cars, homes. The demand is clear. Be rewarded for your subservience to the system. Crime and accident rates plummeted due to this, and society is on a tight leash. But some people argue that living in chains isn't really living at all. I agree. Life is all about taking risks and making progress, they say. Fight as they might, however, no movement has resulted in any change. Your worth in society is dictated solely by your score in the system. Generations later, managing your points is simply the norm. This almost has like a political type of feel to it. Like, do I dare go down that road? But anyway, I digress. What is about the news report? Today marks the 100th anniversary of Komorebi. Nothing has ever been the same since then, and I don't think that it will ever be. Credit score. The current state of technology in society is vastly different than it would have been. At the top of it all, right next to the world leaders, is the Argus Corporation. They created the system. They create almost every device we use today. In many ways, they affect our lives even more than those in power. The report is basically going over the history of Komorebi and Argus. But, to be honest, it seems a little self-serving and very unnecessary. Propaganda. Isaac was right. It's like they just want to stroke their own egos. They made it mandatory in viewing, too. More propaganda. If you ignore the special report, you lose some points. Especially our social status is being held for a ransom. But if there's one thing that nobody can monitor, it's what I'm thinking of. So while I'm watching, at least I have time to gather my thoughts. Guys, you will have a chance at the end of this stream to win yourself a copy of Komorebi. I will be doing such a thing toward the end of the event. I would love to have you guys stick around if you're interested in this game. Also, I'm going to give a huge thanks to Clace. I think this command works. Yes, you can check out Clace on Twitter, who is the creator of this game. And exclamation point Komorebi, if you guys want to know more. The Kickstarter program was there. It has ended, but there's still information there that you can read up on it. And you can get yourself the deluxe edition by clicking on that Steam link right there. Feel free to check it out, chat. This is actually really such a beautiful piece. I highly recommend it. I let out a soft sigh, and everything suddenly feels better. It's crazy how much a quick mental breather can help. My last counselor is the one who taught me that. He told me that our mind is like an office full of filing cabinets. If we don't gather our thoughts, they just lay around, piling up. Very true. We need to set some time aside to process and filter them. Sometimes a simple metaphor can really change the way you think. Unwanted thoughts can be thrown away like trash while you organize the rest. If our mind was a physical space, we'd never neglect it. We'd keep it immaculate. As if it were perfectly timed, the report ends alongside that train of thought. The energy level in the room immediately skyrockets now that we're free. Honestly, it was a waste. That was an hour we'll never get back. As I get up to leave for my appointment, I notice something peculiar. The report that goes right into some sort of after show about more August stuff. I don't really care to watch, but I noticed the word nostalgia. It's littered all over the place, like they want to keep it in my mind. Unfortunately for them, I'm not in a nostalgic mood right now. Nostalgia is obviously a longing or a love of the past. I leave the house looking toward my ever brighter future. After all, why look back when the alternative is so exciting? What are you guys thinking about this so far? This is really, really interesting. What a great sense of writing and just, it's an adventure, I think. Something tells me that these first few sessions will be a total bust. Interesting world building, yes. So, there's exposition, and then there's exposition done correctly, and I think this type of exposition is done correctly. I never found it fun to talk about myself, and now I'm forced to do it. Hopefully the notes my last counselor sent over will help him get up to speed.
You know, you're something of an anomaly to me. Most people in your situation have less than stellar scores.
And?
But you seem to exist in the middle. A truly neutral ground.
This is a good thing, isn't it?
A preliminary look at your risk profile shows me almost nothing. But on the other hand, you haven't done much to gain points either.
Well, I feel that in society I can choose to do whatever I want, as long as I'm not harming others. Another ambiguous statement. I asked him if that was good or bad.
I don't know, actually. I wouldn't be able to tell you. It's a little ironic, though, isn't it? In regards to the system, I mean. Your score is meant to define you as a person, yet you elude that definition.
He sighs.
Then again, I'm no stranger to attracting those that go against the norm. Would you mind answering a few personal questions for me, Delta? Nothing too intrusive. I just want to get a feel for who you are.
Interesting. I nod, seeing no harm in this. That's why I'm here, after all. You know, usually when you go to a counselor or a psychologist or psychiatrist or therapist, you want to give them, like, bits and pieces of information about yourself so they can assess your situation. They're there to assist you, after all.
Well then, let's start with the basics. Why did you move here? What did you leave behind? Big life changes like this are rarely without cause.
Very true. I shrug, unsure of where to start. There was a lot to say and little time to say it. At least we have our first few sessions cut out for us. The music is beautiful, by the way. The music can also be purchased off of Steam, too. When you get the deluxe edition, you get both the game and the soundtrack. So we have a lot to explore here.
Welcome to the first of 4 fragment maps.
Here we go.
This is how you will navigate through your personal experience.
Okay.
The top row is made up of pivotal fragments. You must complete all 6, but can complete them in any order. Upon completing all 6, you can interact with this arrow to move forward. You will witness a culmination of this fragment map before moving on to the next. The second row consists of personal heart-to-heart fragments. These are optional but highly recommended, as they are the key to forming bonds and relationships.
Very good.
Right now, you only have access to Isaac and Dante, but that will change in the next fragment map.
Very cool.
The bottom row consists of supplemental fragments.
Okay. And supplemental fragments consist of what?
These are skits based on exchanges made in your group's chat
Hey,
room.
Percival.
For your benefit, they will be portrayed just like any other fragment. Upon completing a pivotal fragment, you will unlock a journal entry.
Oh, yes.
These explore Delta's personal thoughts as events slowly unfold. There will be 5 to unlock in each fragment map, and they unlock in a predetermined order. Should you wish, you can also toggle the nostalgia filter. This will apply a vintage look to your experience. You are now ready to continue your journey unhindered.
There's going to be a lot to experience here, chat. I remember some of this stuff, but some of it has been kind of poof. So why don't we take a look at this and be right back. I'm going to go take a break just for a couple minutes, and then we'll return here and we'll start our journey through Komorebi. So don't go away. I'll return very shortly. All right, we're back. I wonder what's in the journal at the moment.
Check marks will appear beside completed fragments, so you can monitor your progress.
Oh, very good.
It is also recommended that you alternate between various fragment types.
Very good. So you could probably just do like a little zigzag effect, maybe? Ah, Shirney, what the heck?
Enjoy, and make it an experience to remember.
Probably a good thing. First of 4, we've reached fragment map 1.
You have not unlocked any journal entries.
Okay, so we can't quite do that yet. So let's click on the first big pivotal
Experience
event.
Pivotal fragment. First arrival.
So let's do this. Lot to explore, lot to uncover. There's going to be a lot of beauty here. Don't cry for yesterday. Hope for tomorrow. Indeed. December 15th, a day before. I grab my bags from the trunk. An easy task, as I make sure to pack light. The point of this journey was to leave my baggage behind, not carry it with me. Interesting metaphor there. Isaac steps in to help out, and I turn to face the house. My new home.
Well, what do you think?
I like it.
The pictures don't do it justice, do they? It has its quirks, but it served all of us just fine.
It's beautiful. I'm finally glad to be here.
And we're glad to have you, Delta.
He's blushing. Look at that precious bean. Look at him, Chad. He's just so adorable.
We'll get along great. And it'll liven things up, too. Don't tell him I said this, but living with Dante can get a little tiring.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you need a little spice in your life. Goddamn, he's so cute, right? He smiles at me before closing the trunk and locking everything up. I carry 2 of my bags while he carries the other 2, an equal team. We make our way to the front door and place everything down in sync.
Hold on.
He pulls out his phone and holds it up against the entry scanner. A small beep sounds, and then a moment later, the door unlocks. At least the security system protecting the house was solid.
Welcome home, Isaac.
Wait, is that Argus? Is the voice we're hearing Argus?
You may leave the house 2 more times today.
Wait. We have a limited number of times to leave the house. Why? Okay.
Remember, a good score makes a good citizen.
Wait, what? I'm only allowed to leave the house 2 more times? Because it makes me a good citizen? That doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. Alright, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I definitely muted this stuff the other day. Dante must have freaked out and removed my mods. Again.
Removed your mods, okay? That's true. Tampering with the system at home was a big deal. I don't like the idea of being imprisoned in my own home, especially when I'm not having any crimes. It's like having an ankle monitor without actually having an ankle monitor. The heck? It's like being guilty before proven innocent. I don't think Isaac was up to anything shady, though. He probably just likes silence. That's fair. Typically, people would mess with the system when they had something worth hiding.
Well, let's get you settled.
Okay.
How tired you were in the car, I guess you deserve a nap. But don't mess up your sleep schedule. We gotta watch that report tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Sleep is a good thing. I nod, and now that the door is open, we pick everything up. Using his shoulder to nudge the door open, we slowly enter the house. I've seen so many pictures of this place, but seeing it for real was incredible. Oh my goodness. You having fun, Percival? The living room is incredibly spacious. It looked much smaller when I saw it online. One thing that stands out to me, however, is the lack of integrated technology. It looks like a living room frozen in time around 30 years ago. Interesting. This sight, combined with how Isaac acted at the door, revealed one thing. He must not be a big fan of the system. Not everyone is, though. It's fine. I think it's actually cool how quickly you learn stuff about people after meeting them for real. I can see Dante sitting on the couch, engulfed in his phone. Isaac seems a little mad and confronts him immediately.
Hey, Dante, did you mess with those changes I made the other day? I thought I told you to play along with those. I do it for a reason.
Oh boy, here it comes. Dante's ears perk up and then he immediately rises from the couch. I can tell he let his guard down, but he was eagerly awaiting our entrance. Whatever kind of first impression he was planning, his lack of awareness destroyed it.
Man, can't you see that I'm looking out for you?
Oh, jeez. Here it comes.
If they found out about your tinkering, they'd dock you points. Or worse. I'm sure Delta has my back here. Messing with Argus just isn't worth it.
I just met you, brah. Putting me on the spot the second after you meet me? Nice. I scratch my head and Isaac looks at me, likely expecting my support. Oh dear. Chad! This situation could not be more awkward. I just met you, dude. And I'm pretty sure that whatever positive intentions that you have for, I've known Isaac a little bit longer than I've known you, and I guess at the moment I would have more reason to trust Isaac. I guess. I have Isaac's back here. It's his house, his rules.
True, but it's only a matter of time before we're tried as accomplices.
Oh, whatever.
Argus may be many things, but forgiving isn't one of them. Look at how the Zeros are treated. See what I mean?
Why are they zeros to begin with?
Let's just change the topic, all right?
Yeah, probably a good idea.
I know I brought it up, but I don't want our first meeting to be an argument. Besides, I work for Argus. I know what I'm doing when I make changes.
Oh, we have a piece of information. It's awkward, but I'm not complaining, for sure.
If by work you mean enforce the system on others, then sure. You do a lot of things that you'd report other people for doing.
Indeed.
Hey, not fair. I may tamper with some hardware, but I never break laws.
Well, that's good. That's
You'd be
good.
surprised how much you can bend the rules without breaking them. I don't know how many times I have to say this, but please, just trust me.
It is also interesting to note that Isaac has coloration of his fur very similar to the coloration of the user interface and with Argus. So, I wonder if that means something. Dante shrugs.
Fine. Still the best deal on housing I've come across.
Lol.
Can you at least tamper with the system and let us skip that report tomorrow? If you're gonna bend the rules, might as well do something practical with it.
That one toes the line way too much. I'll have to pass. It's only an hour. Just put in some earbuds or something.
Maybe you can clean the house in that hour you have to listen to the report or something.
I'm gonna go help Delta unpack and get a bit of rest in.
That's a good idea.
All right, fair enough. But if Argus ever comes knocking, just know that I won't hesitate before turning you in.
Oh, you... what a snitch.
That eager to get me in handcuffs, huh?
Wait, what?
It's all part of the plan.
Okay, I see what's going on here. Bunch of dorks. Dante steps forward with a laugh and holds out his hand.
I was hoping to hang out for a bit, but I get that you're tired. If you want to bond or whatever, you know where to find me.
Cool. I shake his hand and give him a soft nod. If we're going to be roommates, it makes sense to bond. Well, very true. I let him know that I'll find him as soon as I get some shut-eye.
Perfect. And make sure to prod Isaac for me. He's way too tight-lipped about the nightclub outing this weekend.
Nightclub? Oh boy, here it comes.
Hey! Thanks for ruining the surprise.
Look at his face. Chat, look at his face. Look at him. Look at this dude. Right here. Look at him. That is the face of a dork. Hi, Pavati. Hi, how you doing? Oh my god. I love this game already.
Your fault, keeping secrets from your friends like that.
Uh-huh. I shrug. I knew that Isaac would plan a party, so it's no big deal. Dante smirks at me and then returns to his spot on the couch. I've met people like him before, an agent of social chaos.
Your friend seems pretty cool, Isaac. Maybe I should start trusting you a bit more often.
I'm doing good. It's my girlfriend's birthday, so we did a lot of things. Now I'm trying to chill a little. That's fair. Happy birthday to your girlfriend. It's awesome.
A group like us? Add Taylor to the mix, and we'll do great things.
Taylor. Oh, I know Taylor. Isaac scoffs, but then quickly displays a large smile as Dante becomes lost in his phone. Good old smartphone.
Head always in the clouds, that one. Almost prefer when he locks himself in his room to write.
Taylor. Yeah, we love Taylor.
Before we pick up your luggage, though, hold on a sec. This has been a long time coming, and I never got a chance to at the airport.
Aww. He steps forward and wraps his arms around me. Aww. I do the same. We stand there for a few moments in a tight embrace. What a loving individual. I have no idea why this is the first time I felt it, but this was really the fresh start I wanted.
Welcome home, Delta. And just like Dante said, great things.
This should be a wonderful adventure. I released the hug with a big smile on my face. This was it, finally, the start of my new life. Great things. Pivotal fragment, achievement unlocked. We're going to be playing Komorebi for a couple of hours today. And then after we're done, I'll be ending the stream and getting some lunch. And then I'll probably hop back into Discord and play some Fortnite if you guys want to have some fun. Now, there's a little green dot next to the journal, so let's click on that.
View Journal Entry 1.
Yes. Sunday, December 15th, 2041. I finally moved in with Isaac. Wow, that feels weird to say. I've been dreaming of a new start for such a long time. Now that it's here, it feels kind of surreal, like a dream. Dreams are good though, especially when the alternative is a nightmare. But I don't think I'll have to worry about that. I may worry about Dante though. He seems to disregard a lot of Isaac's wishes, and their personalities clash all the time. But they seem to use that as a springboard to become closer instead of an excuse to drift apart. I feel like we could learn a thing or two from that. Isaac added me to the group chat, and I got to talk with him about Taylor for the first time. And we're going to try organizing an outing in a few days so I can meet him for real. He's a pretty popular streamer, actually. I could even tell from the energy exuded over text that there was something special about him. I wouldn't throw the term born entertainer around easily, but he's definitely a born entertainer. I can tell he's a bit cautious about his public image, though. He kept telling Isaac and Dante not to fight, since he didn't want any scandals on his shoulders. That's a ticking time bomb, though. I've only been here for a day, and I can already tell that getting Dante and Isaac to stop teasing each other is a fool's errand. When I write about these people, I feel happy. I definitely made the right choice. Delta. I'm going to write on the sides, a true rebel. Streamer? Cringe, yes. My girlfriend is sitting next to me, and she said, "Thank you for the birthday wishes." Aw, what a sweetheart. You're welcome. So, the right choice, read Diary Entry 1, Fragment Map. Let's do a little quick save here, because I really don't want to lose my progress. Like Zoing Scoob. Let's go for this one here.
Experience heart-to-heart fragment. Isaac 1.
We'll do that one. So I'll just kind of go up and down the line, just like a little bit of a zigzag. This is so pretty. This is so pretty. I love this game. Ah! Clace, you wonderful, wonderful entertainer, you. I enter the living room and notice Isaac sipping a light beer. The TV is on, but he's not really watching it. I can tell he's distracted. There's something he needed to talk to me about. I hope I didn't do anything wrong. He notices my entrance and smiles at me. Some anxiety immediately dissipates. Shifting a bit more to one side of the couch, he gives me an ample space to sit beside him. That's exactly what I do. And he turns to face me as much as he can while sitting down.
You know, this stuff tastes awful. But I wouldn't be drinking it if Taylor didn't tease me.
Indeed.
I know it's not true, but he keeps talking about my weight.
Uh-huh. He takes another sip of beer.
We did buy tons of junk food for this weekend, though. If I take it easy during the week, I can definitely binge on Friday.
You should go for the salads, bro. Maybe a little chicken and fish here and there, not a bunch of junk food. Although I'm one to talk.
Might as well take action before something becomes a problem, right?
Odd thing to say while drinking beer at 2 p.m.
True. Sometimes we just replace one problem with another. But don't worry. I care too much about work to do something like that. I only drink on days off, and I always make sure to pace myself.
Well, that's good.
Except this weekend, though. Moderation goes out the window.
Remember, chat. Everything in moderation, including moderation. Ha!
Haven't been to a nightclub in ages. I'm actually kind of nervous.
Chat, I'm going to make the decision here on embracing Isaac with love. I think this is going to really help me out in the future. You're cool. You're going to fit in just fine.
You think I'm cool, huh?
Look at that precious face.
Must be those rose-colored lenses everyone talks about. I bet everything seems new and exciting since you moved here.
Well, new opportunities can be exciting, but also be kind of nerve-wracking, too. He takes one final chug and then crushes the can with his hands. Probably a buff guy, too. There's a bit of an awkward silence after he does this, but I'm not sure why. I ask him why he wanted me to meet me here, and I ask him if I did something wrong.
Oh, no, not at all.
Oh, okay.
I guess I should have elaborated when I said I wanted to talk. Sorry if you were worrying. I'll handle it better in the future.
Oh, see, now he's got the best interests for us. I'm pretty sure of it.
I actually wanted to apologize to you, Delta. Your first memory of this house will always be me yelling at Dante.
You know, sometimes first impressions are important, but those first impressions can also be like an icebreaker in a way. And the fact that it ended in a laugh means it wasn't necessarily the worst situation possible. So I think the first impression that we had was actually kind of good.
He just struck a chord with me. Has a habit of doing that almost every day. He's always paranoid that Argus will come knocking. But the mods I made to my home are harmless. They'd never care.
Hello, 709164. Greetings and welcome to your day. How are you doing? We're playing Komorebi. By the way, guys, if you want to know more about Komorebi, !Komorebi in channel. And that will link you to their Kickstarter campaign, which has closed, but it still has information. And it will also link you to the Deluxe Edition Steam-powered page if you guys are interested in buying one. And towards the end of this stream, you guys will have a chance to win a copy of Komorebi for yourself.
It's more risky for him to remove my modifications. He could easily screw up, and it's all downhill from there.
I'm dating again with my ex-boyfriend. You know, sometimes it's good to patch up relationships, especially, you know, sometimes people separate for reasons that, you know, maybe something didn't work out right and they needed time apart. So if you feel that there's potentially something there again, you know, it's always good to look past the differences of other people. There's always going to be things on the surface that aren't going to be the best, but deep underneath, a good ethic and working hard towards earning someone's, you know, love and respect is a good thing, as long as they reciprocate in kind.
Do anything wrong when you're messing around, and they'll notice. It's like a tightrope. One wrong move, and you're done for. My brain is wired to mess with this stuff. His is not.
I tell him it's fine. We all have things we're passionate about.
Passionate. Yeah, that's the word. I got a little mad, but my intentions weren't bad, you know? I've worked with this tech for my entire life. I know my way around it. That'd be like me going into his room and messing with his writing. You know, making edits here and there so that I feel better about it.
Yeah, don't want to touch things that you're not familiar with. It's the same for me with anything else. Like, I'm not a seamstress. I have no idea how to do sewing properly. I'm pretty sloppy at it. If I wanted to fix something or patch something, I'd be more likely to ask my boyfriend Eric, because he's much better at that than I am.
I just want mutual respect for my hobby and career.
That's fair. It makes sense. Isaac definitely seems to know what he's doing. From my understanding, the moment of Argus tech in his home is minimal. But at the same time, it's not illegal. Bend the rules without breaking them, he says.
I guess it's selfish to a degree, though.
A tad.
Because I own this house, I should make sure that everyone feels safe. This situation sucks. I just want to leave all that Argus stuff back at work.
You know, there is a level of personal responsibility that one must endure when you're the owner of a house, and when you have roommates, it's good to balance things out and never to take action without explanation. If you are intending on doing something, it would be at least fair to those who are in the household with you to know what's going on and why, and then that would make them feel more comfortable with you and trust you. If you were the captain of a ship, everybody should look up to you and see you as a beacon of inspiration, not somebody who they don't trust.
It's purely psychological, but to me, Argus is my boss. Nobody wants to go back to a house where their boss is everywhere. Keeping that stuff to a minimum really helps my home feel like it should. A safe place.
I love the voice acting, it's beautiful. He shrugs.
At least to me.
Yeah. Look at that precious smile, Chad. Look at that smile. Look at that face. You can tell he's working really hard.
I really should consider other people's point of view. I'll just end up like Argus if I expect everyone else to live how I want.
Well, that is also a good lesson to think about. And you never want to be too hyper-focused on one area. Protect that smile, I will.
Speaking of which, there's something else I wanted to talk about. I mean, it's the real reason I asked you to meet me here today.
Okay. The apology wasn't the real reason? Interesting.
All this talk about how I want things to be, let's change that.
Okay, that's a step in a good direction, I think.
There's something I've been meaning to ask you, Delta. And I wish I had more beer for this. More courage.
Beer is not courage, my friend. He blushes and rubs the back of his head. I'm pretty sure I know where he's going with this. At least all the signs support my current hypothesis.
I just feel like we should get this out of the way as soon as possible. The feeling of tension in the air is starting to damage my calm. But let's face it, you chose to move here, to live with me.
I did?
Did you mean anything by that, Delta?
Oh, look at this sweetheart.
This was a lot easier in my head. Really, I'm just curious if you were interested in me.
A bold statement.
I hope this isn't catching you by surprise. We've been friends online for a while, after all. And moving in here is a pretty big gesture.
It can be, most definitely. He inches a bit closer to me, and he seems much more calm. I guess now that it's out in the open, his anxiety is disappearing. It's never easy to bring up the kind of thing he just brought up.
I'm curious if the gesture was supposed to mean anything.
That's a very tough statement to bring up. You know, this type of situation where you want to know if a relationship is blooming. You want to know if something is growing between two people. And that first step in trying to get an answer of some kind for anybody establishing a relationship is very, very difficult, and it makes people horrendously nervous. To show mutual feelings for someone to open up and say, hey, I like you, can I trust you? And that is the moment where one can feel most vulnerable and the most excited. It's really, really tough.
Either way, I'm fine. I just couldn't stop myself from wondering. But if we do go out, expect me to be incredibly awkward.
There's nothing wrong with being awkward. Not a damn thing. In fact, I believe that every single individual out there can be awkward at times. More so than others. You're okay? No, see, Eric is such a sweetheart. Guys, go follow Eric. !Blue Canary. This does seem a bit sudden, but it's also natural. Justin, want to go on a date with me and ride the drop coaster? We didn't raise enough money during the charity for that. But I can definitely take you on a date. There's always been chemistry between us, and now we live together. It crossed my mind a few times, but it's clearly racing through his.
No matter what, though. Friends until the end.
We could try being more than friends.
Glad to hear it, Delta.
Oh! Embrace our freedom, romance Isaac, and... Oh, he actually got 2 achievements at once. That's awesome.
Took a real shot in the dark, but my aim was on point. You're willing to try, and that actually means a lot to me.
Relationships build over time, and they take a lot of work and effort. Love is not spontaneous. You can be interested in somebody, but to truly generate a relationship takes a lot of effort. And drop coaster. Oh yeah. Okay, Bugs Honey and Ice Bucket Challenge it is. We'll call it a date. He places his hand on top of my leg.
The world could use more people like you.
This is so wholesome, chat. It's so beautiful.
Willing to embrace new experiences, new people even. Everyone else seems to be a creature of routine these days.
You can date everyone in this game. Could we, like, have a polyamorous relationship? Polyamorous? Is that a word? I don't know. Polyamorous?
Argus has made sure of that one.
Yes.
But sometimes a routine is more like a prison. So,
polyamorous,
let's
yes.
embrace our freedom. Let's drink beer at 2 p.m.
You know, sometimes you need to break from routine every once in a while, because if you get stuck on the same track every day, on and on and on, it wears at your psyche. That smile. That damn smile. Ah! It's just, he's so cute, chat. You can't help but notice, you know? Anyway. He smirks and stands up from the couch. I say, why not? And accept his offer to share a beer. The air is clear and it seems like we can carry on like normal.
All right, but let's not do this every day.
I don't think dating everyone affects the story, but yeah. I should ask Clace, but I don't think Clace will actually give me an answer. I think probably what he would do is just like try it and find out and then give me a wink. I'm pretty sure that's what he would do.
Next time we'll go to the coffee shop and hang out. You know, it could be our first date or whatever.
He leaves the room to retrieve some more beer. I feel like our bond will become stronger because of what just happened. Not only did I learn a lot about him, but we made our situation more clear. This is another milestone in my new life. Every interaction I have while I'm here will settle me even more. It doesn't feel like home just yet, but every second does more to change that. Beer at 2 p.m. Oh my goodness, another achievement. Oh my god. Try polyamory? Yeah, in the game. I'm not going to do it in this run. Maybe future runs. Alright. There's no journal entries unless we see the green dot. But let's go for the fragments here.
Experience supplemental fragment. Delta's arrival.
I sincerely apologize here for a second. I am having issues. Delta's arrival. You're polyamorous in real life, to be honest? That's okay. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no! Ah!
Delta has officially arrived.
Sweet! And not a moment too soon. Everything going good so far?
Look at this bunny! Ah!
Yeah, definitely good. And listen up. All that stuff Isaac yapped about, it's totally true.
Really? What's true about it?
Hey! He means that in a good way, Delta.
Oh boy.
Don't worry. It's not like you're a stranger. That gives you an instant edge in my books.
Oh boy.
Yeah, reputation was definitely preceded. We heard all kinds of things. Some of them were even good. Either way, it's nice to see somebody live up to the hype. Thanks for coming. And allow me to say, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll echo that one. Welcome aboard. Remember, now that you're in the group chat, it's official.
Look at their faces. Isaac's like, what? And then Taylor's just absorbing it. As the voice of Angel Dust from Hazbin Hotel, yes, very true. Michael Kovac is an absolute heckin' bean.
Whoever you were before, it just doesn't matter anymore. You're better now.
Guys, remember when I told you to give Delta a normal greeting?
Normal? What the hell is normal? I don't know.
Nope.
Typical. Well, now that the red carpet is rolled out, we still on for this weekend, Taylor?
Wow.
Yeah, excited to see what all the fuss is about. You're being way too secretive. No way we're just going to the club.
Oh boy.
Don't worry, it'll all make sense. I know discretion isn't exactly your strong suit.
Mm-hmm. Normal be boring. Very true.
And subtlety isn't yours, but I'll yield.
Okay.
I already told my viewers I wasn't streaming anyway. Not even in IRL. Whatever you've got planned, I'll take it to the grave.
Oh boy. Notice how the grave is in red. So my guess is that a lot of the negativity is showing up in red text.
Good.
Okay.
I have a theory.
Do you now?
Yeah? I think Isaac finally cracked. Needs help hiding a body.
Not true.
And what proof do you have?
You're still alive.
Wow. Wow, chat. Wow. Wow.
Okay. I'm gonna put a stop to that one real quick. I don't want this group chat putting me up on a witness stand one day.
My God.
No scandals. Got it?
No scandals.
Ugh, you're so boring.
Here's something that might change your mind then. There's a chance we could end up on the news.
Oh, really?
Pressure. The news? And you thought we were being extra. Anything else you want to drop on us? Don't worry, I'll be nice.
Oh boy.
Not sure.
Here it comes.
Most of this is up in the air.
Really now.
Well, you promised to be fun, so I guess that's all I need. Even if it feels like you're making everything up as you go along.
Sure.
You know me, I'd never do that. And trust me, it'll be amazing. Just don't drink too much. We don't want a repeat of, the incident.
Yeah, you can only have so much booze in your body before you
Not
just
my
give up.
proudest moment. Keep it down around Delta, all right?
Please tell me how you drink from a glass with a muzzle.
Then I guess you should be on your best behavior.
Blackmail? What did I just say about scandals?
Hey,
Lap
it's
it up.
only a scandal if he turns it into one.
Indeed.
That's not how that works. And look, Delta hasn't even said anything. I knew we'd scare them away in a matter of seconds.
All right. Thanks for the warm welcome. I feel like royalty, or send a popcorn emoji to try breaking the ice. How should we respond to this, chat? Warm welcome or popcorn? Warm welcome or popcorn? I'm gonna let chat decide this time. What do you guys think? You use popcorn emoji, or do we want to say thanks for the warm welcome? I don't think it really matters 100%. Cernio doesn't know yet. By the way, we're closing in on 5,400 followers. We're 8 away from 5,400, chat. Holy crap. You got one for popcorn. Anybody else thinking, chat? Anybody else? Anybody? Maybe. Don't know. What are you thinking? What are you thinking, chat? What are you thinking? Waiting for some more responses. Unless people are lurking, which is fine. All right, let's just send a popcorn emoji. Let's just be funny.
Perfect response. I knew you were going to be our comic relief, Delta. Do a good job and you'll go from guest star to main cast easy.
Lol.
And there goes Dante, treating everything like a work of fiction. This is real life, dude. It doesn't always work out like you expect.
Oh boy.
But when it does, it's always worth the wait. Besides, it's not like a little silver lining ever hurt anybody.
Jeez. I couldn't type for a second, sorry, but I'm okay with the popcorn. Ah, very good.
Except for the people it hurt, you mean?
Ah, jeez. Really?
Anyway, there's lots to do, so we should get back to it. The sooner we help Delta settle in, the sooner we can relax.
Hey, Herrick, is Komorebi the game category? I don't recall if it is or not. Is Komorebi the game category? I'm double checking. Yes. Okay, good. I was worried there for a second. Sometimes I just get like this ADHD brain, like, God, did I forget to change the game? All right. Anyway.
Ooh, crack open a cold one for me. I need to start streaming. Hopefully I can retain some of the followers I got from that charity gig.
Yeah, I would love to retain some of the followers I had from my charity gigs. Ugh. Maybe I just need to be a sexy bunny. That's it. Wait, did I just say that?
You're gonna be fine. It's not like you were doing bad to begin with, but yeah, time to put down our phones. Labor awaits.
Yep.
Let me know how it goes. I'll come and meet Delta soon enough. Sounds great. See ya.
Officially arrived. There we go. Got more Cheeves. Anywho, I'm gonna save again. I'll do some periodic saving. There's no such thing as auto-save in this game, sadly. Prefer lions over bunnies anyway, huh? Okay, we got a pivotal
Experience
fragment
pivotal
2.
fragment. Special delivery.
Yes, special delivery. Sometimes finding yourself just means realizing how lost you really are. Here we are at the Apple store, I guess. I enter Isaac's store and I'm immediately taken aback by how fancy it is. The massive Argus Corporation logo at the back of the blinding, though. In spite of that, I make my way toward it and closer to Isaac. He stands behind the register, lost in thought, but I could tell he was tired. That's why I have his boxed lunch in my hands. He forgot it at home and I wasn't busy. It was a pretty harmless delivery, all things considered. I'm sure it'd make him happy. Upon seeing me, his ears immediately perk up, and the appearance of stress melts away.
Delta! Oh, what a lifesaver you are!
Oh my goodness.
The only thing worse than working is working on an empty stomach. I promise it won't happen again. I'm not normally forgetful like this.
I said I was going to be loving with Isaac. I'll take any excuse I can to spend time with you.
Oh, subtle. Dante must be rubbing off on you. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but remember,
oh my God.
Don't flirt unless you plan to follow through with it. No one likes a tease.
Are you sure about that? He gives me a soft smile and turns back toward his computer. As he faces his work once more, the smirk turns into a grimace. It was almost like his worries melted away as we spoke. Flattering.
You'll never guess what happened. 10 of my installations this month have backfired.
10? Why?
That means the people who bought them made illegal modifications.
Oh dear.
Basically, I lose the commission. Normally, I don't care, but 10 in a row?
What? Why? What happened? Grimace, yes.
Something is clearly going on.
A lot of people are putting up a fight. He strokes his chin, lost in thought. Oh no, not again. Ah! Wow, you guys are random. I try to play this game and have a really nice story, and you guys take me away in alien spaceships. I see how it is. It's odd how he hates when people mod their gear, but he does it all the time. I decided to ask him about why nobody's around to spy or anything.
Not just modifications, Delta. Illegal modifications.
Yep.
What I do is harmless, and I still follow the terms of service. These people are actively causing harm, using the tech to aid in crimes and stuff.
Oh dear. Cry louder. Excuse me? Right. Isaac wouldn't be the type of person to commit a crime.
Besides, Argus wouldn't care if they found out about my mods. That's why we have zeros. You can basically abandon the system entirely.
Interesting.
So when I mute an AI or change the colors of lights, it's nothing. I'd like to think that Argus has bigger problems. I mean, they clearly do.
Indeed. Makes sense to me. Now I understand why Isaac's house is so under-equipped. Why implement invasive technology into your home if you don't have to, right? You could stick to the bare minimum, just enough to satisfy Argus.
I still feel like trash, though.
You're not trash, Isaac.
It's my job to detect potential fraud. They slipped through my fingers, so I enabled their crimes. Argus can dock me points for that. Such a stupid rule.
That hardly seems fair. None of this seems to fit Isaac either. And it's odd. A man peddling wares he doesn't support or even use in his own life. Willingly giving Argus eyes and ears everywhere except his own home. Hello, Darius! God, I'm already in love with this game, Sonic. I'm already in the second chapter. Heck! I can't wait for the second chapter. I vocalize these thoughts, and he shrugs.
A job is a job. That's what I always say. Besides, it could never hurt to stay on Argus's good side. Climb the ladder, and you won't be there when they tip it over.
Indeed.
I like working around people, too. And I mostly sell phones, anyway. Big-scale installations like vehicles and home security are few and far between. Can't argue with selling a kid their first phone, though. Connecting them to the world.
True. That's fair. I'd be a bit conflicted if I were in his situation, though. Argus has never done anything wrong, but they're still feared by a portion of the world. Working for them could be seen as working for the enemy by a lot of people. Well, They say Argus has done nothing wrong, but the idea of controlling people, keeping them in their homes, docking them points, that seems wrong to me. That's my personal opinion anyway. Argus is so secretive about everything they do, it's not hard to theorize. I feel like Argus is like the Apple of this world. It could be solved by some more transparency, but they are never willing to offer that. Something about a mysterious corporation running the world seems to strike more obedience.
Hey, Delta, let me see your phone.
Oh?
Come on. I promise not to scroll through your gallery.
I have nothing to hide.
No one ever does. Seriously, though, phone up.
Okay? What's he planning? I shrug and hand him my phone. I'm glad that I upgraded last month. Isaac seems to notice my brand new model. He looks around the store to make sure nobody is watching. Then, a second later, he runs the phone along some sort of scanning device.
Wanna know what I just did?
I'm suspicious. He's gonna look at your No! No, Shernio. No. No. He throws my phone back at me. Thankfully, I catch it.
I just stole your identity.
Wait. What? What? You stole my identity? Why would you do such a thing? Why? Oh my god.
Rule number 1, never hand over your phone.
You told me phone up, and you demanded it. What are you on?
Even if it's someone you trust, it's just not worth it. One simple scan, and I can do almost anything I want.
I trusted you.
I could put your info on a new phone, impersonate you online. I could even overwrite the info on your current phone, change your identity.
Now, actually, in real life, I would never hand anybody I didn't trust my phone. I've had maybe a grand total of half a dozen people.
But I'd never do anything like that. Probably.
Probably? Ugh. Before I can do anything, he starts laughing.
I'm just screwing with you, Delta. I'd never mess around with important stuff like that.
Why are you screwing with me? What did I do to deserve that?
I did a few things that might help you out while you look for a job, though. Play along with what I'm about to say. I need an excuse for the computer.
He clears his throat and starts using an acting voice like he's playing a part.
Terribly sorry for the inconvenience. Argus values you more than that.
Sure they do.
The next 6 months of all Argus-related subscription services are on the house. And not only that, but all Argus-associated venues will be 20% off.
Do you notice the mouse cursor is the Argus symbol, Chad? Whoa.
Is there anything else I can do for you at this juncture?
He winks at me, and I'm not sure of what to do or how to take what just happened. I appreciate the gesture, but there's no way what he just did was allowed. He said he'd never break the law, though. I trust him despite the anxiety. There's no telling what may come from this. I just wanted to do a good deed, and now I feel immoral. Completing the opposite of what I desired, I leave Isaac with his meal. Maybe we'd have the time to talk about this later? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We're having some fun today. Guys, people who stick around toward the end of the stream have a chance to win today a copy of Komorebi for themselves. Thank you for the head pats. I appreciate it. And thank you for the kissy. Thank you. We have a journal entry.
View which journal entry?
View number 2. Monday, December 16th, 2041. Isaac left his lunch at home today, so I had to bring it to him at work. His store is definitely pretty chill, and he even told me that his manager is always hiring. So, if it ever came to it, I could work with him. Only if I need to, though. A last resort. Working with friends can easily destroy productivity. There's also the fact that we'd be competing for sales. That's never a good thing to do with people who are close to you. Not that there'd be a competition. I mean, I'd clearly win. I do feel kind of bad for Isaac, though. He mentioned that he lost commission on a lot of sales. I guess people who were up to no good decided to con him into selling some stuff. He told me that he could lose points since he's basically enabling their crimes. Since when is ignorance a form of complicity? Isaac is 100% innocent, and I'd always have his back. I wonder what crimes they were committing and why they'd need to buy so much stuff, though. Maybe I'd ask Isaac sometime. If they dock points from his score, they'd better give him every last detail, or at least let him contest it. But I guess if Argus didn't want to tell him, they could hide behind the new glitch in the system excuse. A blanket statement that seems to absolve Argus of any wrongdoing lately. It's pretty weak. Anyway, my mind is just running wild. I wasn't even planning to write this journal today, but it's currently late at night and Dante is blasting music while he works. I'm pretty sure that I can hear Isaac fuming all the way from my room. Delta. We're all just numbers in a computer. Farming Bitcoin? Ew, Bitcoin. I hate crypto with a passion. I do not like cryptocurrency. It's a bunch of crap. It's a cryptocurrency. That's what it is. Ah! Okay. And we got another achievement, so let's do another save, because that's probably a good idea. Let's talk to Dante.
Experience heart-to-heart fragment. Dante won.
Yes. Okie dokie. What next is going on here? Tuesday, 12/17. I enter Dante's room, bringing him back his lost wallet. He was too busy to pick it up at the coffee shop, and I was out running errands. Isaac did warn me about him, though, always having his head in the clouds.
Hey, Delta. Thanks for following through. There's no way I had time to do that myself. According to my agent, I have 12 months left to finish this book.
Well, that's not, too restrictive,
But
I think.
I signed the contract, so this is my own doing. One crunch session after another. You get used to it, though. Thankfully, the press is really interested in my next project.
Cool. I knew he was a writer, but I didn't know he was this successful. Until this point, he never mentioned much about his career. It's probably now that we're alone, everyone else in his life probably knows already.
Well, now that you're here, maybe you want to hang out for a bit? I could use a little break from that empty page. He's taunting me. Usually does, but today it's pretty bad.
Writer's block. That's very similar to artist's block when you have no idea what to do next.
Probably the stress of working under a deadline. A year is a long time, but it doesn't feel like it. If I aim for 1,000 words a day, I should be all right. But right now, I stand at 0.
And 0 highlighted in red.
I have the story mapped out, but that opening scene is the worst. Gotta grab the reader, but also keep the momentum going.
All right. A moment later, he gets out of his chair and moves to his bed. Sitting at the edge, he points to the now empty chair.
Go ahead, take a seat. Don't usually let people in my bed right after meeting them. But I like your vibes, Delta. Tell me something about yourself, if you're down, that is.
Well, of course. He lays back and looks up at the ceiling. That's such a vague question. I don't know where to start. I tell him what I wanted, a new start. Things were getting stale.
Huh. Interesting. Things were getting stale here, too. Guess
Yes.
this arrangement benefits all of us, then. And it was nice of your boyfriend to rent you a room.
He can pick up on it. He's clearly teasing me with that implication. I don't bite.
He doesn't let just anybody move in here. There's a reason it's been the two of us for years. I
Interesting.
guess I'm just saying you mean something to him. Keep that in mind, all right? A friendly piece of advice. When you write
sure.
romance, you start to pick up on these things. I guess it's not really any of my business, though. Just advice, like I said.
Indeed.
But none of us would be surprised if you two ended up together.
I think he's picking up on things. I nod and thank him for the advice.
Just don't mess with those mods he makes. I got off super easy when you arrived, trust me.
You think he would have gone for the throat after that?
It's so bad, I just tell myself to take his insults as compliments.
Interesting way of handling it.
The people we hate are usually the ones we love the most. He wouldn't crack down on us if he didn't want us to grow.
That's a dangerous lesson, but I guess the interpretation is more important than the words themselves. He sure likes talking about Isaac, huh? I try to change the subject and shift it more towards Dante. Curiosity takes over my mind, so I ask him about his next book.
I wish I could talk about it, but I can't. I'm under a strict NDA and a bunch of pesky red tape. In fact, I think I've already said way more than I should.
NDA, for those of you who are not aware of what that means, is non-disclosure agreement. It's basically a contract that you sign saying that you're not going to give away any information pending a major lawsuit. Fair. I ask him to tell me more about himself then.
I don't know about that one, Delta. I'm a writer, so I know a lame story when I see one.
Not quite the John Boy Walton, but anyway. Damn right in the edge with this one, indeed.
Basically, grew up in a library. All I did was read books day after day.
Indeed.
Picked up the skills to write my own, and here we are. A few book deals later, and I live under crushing stress. Almost makes me wish that my initial success was a fluke. We all have foresight, except for where we need it the most.
Indeed.
I think that's all you'll get out of me right now, though. Maybe we should grab a drink sometime, chat a bit more?
Sure,
I mean,
we could do that.
if you're down for that. I'd suggest the club, but that night is going to be a drunken blur. If we're talking about next week, however, my schedule is wide open.
Sounds great. I'd enjoy getting to know you more.
Such flattery! But I'm really not that interesting.
Okay.
Any illusion of me being cool will disappear real quick. But as your roommate, I'm obligated to bond with you, or whatever.
Your personality is enigmatic.
You may be close to Isaac, but you're a stranger to me.
Fair.
And if there's one thing I hate, it's strangers in my home. Lucky for you, though, I'm down to turn you into something more.
Well, I feel privileged. He sits upright and tilts his head to the side. I can tell that's a sign. He wants me out of his chair. However, before I make it out of the room, he calls my name.
Hey, Delta. I gotta say, you remind me of somebody. This character from my first book. They're an outsider, like you.
I tilted my head, confused as why he'd bring this up.
Well, let's just say I have a deep connection with them.
Oh?
When you told me about your past, they immediately popped into my head. It probably sounds weird to hear, but that made it easier for me to talk.
Interesting. It made sense to me, even if I can't describe why.
This character traveled to a new city. They ended up falling in love with somebody they shouldn't.
Is this foreshadowing, chat? I am very curious.
You know, like those old tragedies, but with modern flair.
Huh. Sounds pretty cool, actually. If this character is like me, I wonder what happens to them. I asked Dante to tell me some more, intrigued at the relating to his fiction. Didn't you talk to me about something about an NDA, or is this on a previous project?
Oh, they die.
Wait. What? No. No.
Hopefully things work out better for you, though, yeah?
My goodness. Oh. With a laugh, he turns his chair around and starts typing away. I guess that was my cue to leave. For real this time. What an odd note to end on. He is very peculiar. Instead of focusing on what he said, I focus on what he didn't say. Our talk inspired him, even if he didn't want to admit it. As I see myself out, that empty page is now almost anything but. Hopefully this new story has a bit of a happier ending. Oh, they die. That's an achievement? Really? Okay. How peculiar. How strange. Let's go here.
Experience supplemental fragment. Noise complaint.
Sure. We'll do that. We'll do that. How's the game so far for you, Chad? Is it intriguing? Is it entertaining? Are you interested in owning this title? Because you can win this game.
Can we keep it down in there?
Toward the end of the stream, chat. There's a chance for you to win. Oh, I'm so sorry, Isaac. I appreciate it, but
No.
no.
Hey! Oh, man. I got work tomorrow. I need to get some shut-eye.
Yeah.
And I have work right now. Music helps me focus.
Get some headphones. Whatever headphones fits with ears that are on the top of your head, or maybe earbuds might be better. I don't know. Love watching you play this. Oh, thank you, Shunyo.
Then put on some headphones, Dante.
Oh, jeez.
Or you could put in some earplugs.
So uncooperative.
Oh, seriously? I'm being nice.
Yes.
Both of you, stop. This group chat isn't the place for your lovers' quarrel. I'm trying to stream, and you keep blowing up my phone.
Can't you just turn it off then?
The world doesn't revolve around you, man. Taylor, poll your viewers and see what they say.
Oh my, here it comes. Here it comes, chat. Here it comes.
No. But you owe me one. Remember that net outage during your charity stream?
Oh no.
Fine, hold on.
That happens to the best of us. Several minutes pass without any chat activity.
Just as I thought. They don't care.
Oh, of course.
Ouch.
Yikes.
Hey, hold on.
Oh no. Oh no, what?
I actually just got a $50 donation. It says Dante's Headphone Fund.
Yes! That's awesome.
Then I win! I think Dante wins, actually.
You both win. God damn, I love Taylor. We both love Taylor.
Being stubborn pays off once again.
Yes. By the way, for those of you who are interested, believe it or not, Komorebi has a Discord server that you can join.
Transfer that money to me and I'll buy a pair tomorrow. Isaac, one more night with the music and it'll all be over. I promise.
Your promises are made of pie crust, dude.
Fine. But if you don't follow through, I'm raising your rent.
Ooh.
Controversial.
Anyway, now you both owe me one.
Oh my goodness.
In the future, work this out at home, all right? Don't make me take advantage of my viewers. It feels wrong.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Fair.
Oh no.
Oh no, what?
Another donation. Look what you've started.
Score.
What is this donut for now? I'm curious. Hey, $50 for a pair of headphones. That's not too bad, really. That's a decent. Ow! It's a decent pair of headphones. Anywho, let's go for another fragment here.
Experience supplemental fragment. Shady business.
Oh dear. Oh dear. We got some shady business happening, Jack. Give me this second here. Oh my god. What is wrong? What is wrong with the weather day? Guys, give me 1 minute. I will be right back, and then we'll do some shady business. Okay? Don't go away. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, chat. If you guys stick around towards the end of the stream, let your friends know. Come on in. You guys are going to have a chance to win this game. It's beautiful. Exclamation point Komorebi if you guys want to know more information. If you guys want to follow the creator of this game, exclamation point Clace, K-L-A-C-E, you know you want to. Go follow him. He's a sweetheart. Let's get some shady business going, huh? Yo, All-Star Woofy24, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Lion's Den. I appreciate you coming in. I hope you're enjoying Komorebi. This is a really wonderful game. How you doing, bro? Here we go. Here we go. An awkward silence permeates through the group chat. Hey, why'd it get so quiet in here? Where is everybody? Why'd it get so quiet?
Oh, hey, I'm just at work. Trying to close a pretty big sale.
Ooh, big sales are good.
Good luck with that one. Also, I'm streaming with Taylor right now.
You know, I have a connection with Isaac because I'm a computer salesperson in real life, so I get what he's going through. I get it.
Wait, Taylor accepts guests now?
Everyone wanted to meet me after the headphone incident. Apparently, I became a meme in his chat.
You've been upgraded to meme status. Yes.
Wonderful.
Oh boy, here it comes.
Yep. I'm Dante the headphone guy.
Lol.
Your parents will be so proud.
Blank expression.
I'm writing
So
you a letter
unimpressed.
as we speak, and I can't talk to you anymore. I'm too famous now.
Shut up, Dante. Oh my god.
Oh, already forgetting your friends.
Whatever.
I think I found my true calling.
These boys, right? Right?
He's doing a good job, actually. He should stream in his spare time.
Ha!
You really think people would want to watch me write?
I mean, technically you can stream anything on
You
whatever
have
streaming
lots of
platform you're
followers?
using.
I'm sure they'd love to see the process.
Writing is such patience, though.
And maybe I'll do it after this weekend. I'm way too excited for our nightclub trip.
Oh boy.
Speaking of which, my viewers are a little upset. Are you sure I can't tell them anything about this, Isaac?
Taylor must be a partner.
Not even a little clue? Nope.
No?
And in other news, the sale was closed.
Yay! Money, 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 money!
Drinks are on you then?
Don't worry about it. Already taken care of.
Oh boy.
Wait, seriously?
Seriously.
Oh!
Taylor?
Oh no. Oh
I
no.
think Isaac is caught up in shady business.
Oh no.
Our paragon of virtue? No way.
Seriously, he's always home late, and now he's even dodging our questions.
Of course he
He just
is.
wants to treat us. You're reading into it too much.
Indeed.
You say that now.
Oh boy.
Oh, come on, man. When have I ever lied to you?
Are you wanting me to get out the list?
Well, I guess that's good news. Big sale and means a little bit of a tink. Doing yet another save here because I'm paranoid about losing my progress.
Experience pivotal fragment. Meeting Taylor.
So let's head back in time and begin to meet this wonderful bunny. Taylor, the streamer extraordinaire. Someone out there wants to be you just as much as you want to be others. Okay. It is the 17th of December. We're at the coffee shop. I sit at the table with Isaac and Dante, slowly chipping away at my dinner. Eating as a group isn't something we do every day, but today was special. I'd finally get to meet Taylor. He's pretty busy, so I've only seen him in the group chat. I know he's a streamer and an internet personality, but I don't know much else. It's cool that someone popular like him was taking time to hang out with me, though. I've heard a lot about the guy, so I signed up for this group outing with no hesitation. I'm told this is the spot for our group. Hello, Azzy. You're physically shaking from anxiety. Okay. Azzy. Come here. Azzy. Come here. I'm gonna give you a hug. Come here. I'm gonna hug you. I'm hugging you. Azzy. Okay. Look at my screen slowly. Take deep breaths. Just close your eyes real quick. Close your eyes. Calm down. And what I want you to do right now is just slow down your breathing. Just in and out real slow, okay? Just in through your nose and slowly out your mouth. And keep doing that slowly. Just keep your eyes shut for a little bit, okay? I get anxiety. I get panic attacks. I get that. Let's take a moment to calm your mind. Take a moment to calm your mind, all right? Now, let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Let's continue to listen to the game here. This is really, really awesome. This you should appreciate this. You should appreciate this. There's a lot of really amazing moments in this game, and I think it'll help you calm down. So anyway, we're gonna meet Taylor for the first time. We kind of jumped ahead in time a little bit. Now we're gonna go back in time to the first moment where we met Taylor, who's, you know, a really beautiful bunny and a professional streamer. So let's check this out. Whenever they want to hang out, it's usually here. Apparently, they have the best hangover breakfast too. Oh no, cinder quills! Ah! 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 Whee! Enjoy your brand new plush lion. Please remember to brush his mane every day and keep it nice and clean. I hope you're having a good day so far. Anyway, hangover breakfast. What is that? Did you drink too much last night and you need something to recharge?
Damn, Delta, you're inhaling that.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Can't tell us we're exaggerating anymore then. This is the best place in town. Full stop.
Damn, that is some expensive ass coffee. Holy shit.
Yeah, definitely excited to come here Saturday morning. It's part of your master plan, isn't it?
Hey, nice try, Dante. No more info till Taylor gets here. And even then, we should let him and Delta get to know each other.
Indeed.
Don't you think the nightclub would be better for that? You know how Taylor gets after a couple drinks.
Wasn't expecting the voice acting, to be honest. Oh, this game is wonderful. By the way, toward the end of the stream, you guys have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Total lightweight, that one.
Exclamation point Komorebi, by the way, if you want to know more. Before anyone else can talk, Taylor steps in.
Hey, is that a compliment or an insult?
Yes.
Yes.
I caught it! I caught it! With a scoff, he sits down beside me and holds out a fist. I bump mine against his, and then he lets out an exaggerated yawn. Resting one arm on the back of the booth, it felt like he was about to pull me in. Oh no, here it comes.
Ah, nice to meet you, Delta. Even prettier in person.
Let's see, really glad to finally meet you, Taylor. Same goes for you, way prettier. Can you please move your arm? Oh my god, we'll just
Long
be kind
overdue,
of...
I'd say.
We'll just be nice, Tim. Alright, would you love to be hugged by a big old bunny? I mean, I wouldn't mind. You heard about it a bit? Oh, it's really awesome.
I've been pretty busy, but I'm making sure this weekend is clear. Let's share a drink at the club, all right? I feel like we'll hit it off.
Yes, indeed. Emerald Links, thank you for the lurk. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Still your goal to flirt with all my friends, I see.
Let's see, I bought the game Frame 1 after seeing it was released, but I'm so nervous about progressing past what was in the demo. You know, this game is beautiful. Now, I'm one of the backers of the campaign. There's been dozens of backers of this, and I really wanted to see this game through to its completion, and I'm so happy to finally see it finally released on Steam. Full version that you guys can buy for yourselves now. It's really, really beautiful. So huge congratulations to Clace, and a huge thank you to all the voice actors who basically pulled out all the stops and made such a wonderful effort. I'd love to be hugged anyway by an anthropomorphic being. That's a you know, that's fair. That's fair. Melodica, hello. Merp to you too. Anyway, Taylor's flirting with me.
I'm getting pretty good at it too.
Yes, I see how it is. He moves his arm from where it was and then points at the table. A pair of headphones rests in front of Dante there. They get Taylor's attention.
Those the headphones my chat bought you?
Ha!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
He
yeah.
kept his end of the bargain, Isaac? No more loud music keeping you up at night?
Uh-huh.
Surprisingly, he did.
Oh, boy. I finished it yesterday. Parts 3 and 4 captivated me more than I thought it would. Definitely gets better throughout the story. I'm so excited for it. I haven't progressed past the demo myself, so this is going to be an absolute treat. Hello, Plexus Wolf. Welcome on in. We are enjoying this wonderful campaign.
Perfect. No more fighting now, you hear me? Someone's got to keep you kids in line.
Kid? Who are you calling a kid? I'm old enough to be your dad, Taylor.
Anyway, let's get down to business. This whole nightclub thing, I looked at their website and not a single special event is listed.
Yeah, this is private. Just for us.
Thanks for the pufferfish.
That means the whole news thing probably won't happen. But the other plans haven't changed. We still have an open bar.
Oh, do we now?
Perfect. That's all I cared about anyway.
Wait, what happened? That's a pretty big change to gloss over, man. Why was the media even a possibility in the first place?
Good question.
Oh, right. My bad. They never announced the event, so nobody knows they canceled it. The plans that I have are still in full effect, though. Don't worry.
Nice.
And those are...
I'm introducing all of you to a new friend. He's in town, and he said drinks are on him.
I think I know who you're talking about.
That's all you get, though. The rest is a surprise. For real.
My goodness.
There's more? That seems like all of it to me. A friend is visiting and buying us drinks. You timed it with Delta's arrival, too.
So it seems a few of you in chat have a previous experience with this game, and some of you are new to this game. I would highly recommend checking out Komorebi so you guys can actually see what this game is all about. This is beautiful, by the way. The writing, the story, the emotion, the music, everything just, it just feels like such a mountain of, I don't know, serotonin. It's so heartwarming. And it's what a ride this is too. What a ride this is.
Yeah, that's basically it.
You seem unsure of yourself there, Isaac. Isaac lets out a nervous laugh and rubs the back of his head. I can tell that he's acting. There's a bit more to his plans, for sure.
Oh, I've got it. I know who we're meeting.
Do you now, Taylor?
Huh?
Isaac went and got himself a sugar daddy. I guess Argus isn't paying good enough anymore.
Uh-oh.
What? No!
That makes perfect sense, actually.
Right.
Unless you'd like to prove us wrong.
Oh. I
Oh,
see
dear
what
Lord,
you
not the
did.
sugar daddy.
Nice try. It's not going to work.
Uh-huh.
Just wait until Friday. It's not even that far away. Speaking of which, you're all still down to pregame?
Pre-game for what?
Sounds good to me. I'm making a big list of snacks, too.
Gay. Yeah, here. Alright, Automod, take a chill pill, jeez.
Great. I'll pick up some of the booze and juice. Let's get started around 4 p.m. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Day drinking?
Yes.
Day drinking.
Why not? Okay, real life fact, chat, I cannot drink. I am allergic to alcohol. But whatever, for the sake of the story here. I've become Autobot. A moment later, the server comes and hands us our bills. I notice that mine has the discount Isaac assigned to my identity. This is probably a good time to ask him more about it. It still feels wrong.
Oh, he did that to you as well?
Oh, we are learning more about the individual. Anyway.
You fooled me too, I gotta admit.
Oh, so he did it to the both of you. I see how it works. I see how it works.
All of that stuff is just taken out of his paycheck. And if it's not, he's just abusing his friends and family discount. He's definitely not as dark and brooding as you think.
Thanks for ruining it, dude. I just wanted to be nice and impress Delta.
Dude, you've impressed me long before the discount. No worries.
Besides, it's a valid cover-up. Nobody really wants to accept pity money.
Pity money? The fact that I'm jobless is now more apparent than ever. I appreciate Isaac's gesture, but I did save up a lot before moving. It'll help me out, but it wasn't necessary. I thank him just to clear the air.
No problem. Glad to know you appreciate it.
I do. Who doesn't like a discount?
I always want to help, no matter how it comes across. It just felt better to remove any chance of offending you.
Why would you offend me? I don't think there was any offense. He glances at Taylor as he says that. Oh dear. I'm assuming he didn't react well to Isaac's pity money. Oh dear. But I can actually understand how that would wound someone's pride.
Well, I've come to love it. Trust me. But right now, there's an even bigger dilemma at hand.
I try to keep pride at an absolute minimum. If somebody gives me something, if somebody gives me a discount, I accept it. I'm gratuitous of it, even if I don't expect it. And sometimes, there is the little twinge of, you didn't have to do that. But in the end, if someone wants to do something nice for me, I'm more likely to say thank you now, as opposed to, no, you didn't need to do that. However, there are certain rare situations where I will turn down a gift. Those are special circumstances. He opens the menu and looks it up and down.
Just what do I order?
That's a good question. It's a good question. Remember, there is a limit to how much you can give, but never a limit to how much you can receive. This one is not available yet, so I'm assuming we have to unlock the rest of these in order to unlock the rest of these. But we have a journal. Who doesn't love money? I love money. Money is great. The love of money is the root of all evil, but the love of freedom, I think, is a little better.
View which journal entry?
Let's read journal entry number 3. And he's got crosses and knots on the left. I don't know what's up with that. Tuesday, December 17th, 2041, which, interestingly, isn't that far into the future. I met Taylor today. It was definitely an experience. He even tried flirting with me 5 seconds after meeting me, but I guess that's just how he is. Can't hate on a guy for being himself. Harmless fun. It was also my first time going to the Triple R. That's the coffee shop our gang frequents. It also doubles as a nice place to get a meal. Their hangover breakfast has been immensely recommended any time the name of the shop is brought up. The Triple R. Rest, relaxation, and whatever the third one is? I guess it's one of those mysteries we'll never solve. Or I guess I could ask the employees, but that requires socializing. Anyway, I didn't even get to learn much about Taylor. The topic of the day was our upcoming nightclub trip. Isaac seemed to have planned a party surrounding my arrival. And not only that, but there's another new friend of his coming to town. I guess I wasn't the only one, not that it matters. I can't expect everyone else's lives to revolve around my arrival. Ow! But it wouldn't hurt if it did, at least for the first little bit. Everyone feels like a star every once in a while. Everyone likes feeling like a star every once in a while. Dante left his wallet. I think I'll bring it back to him. He did mention wanting to bond when I get the chance, and his room is pretty close to mine. I wonder if he even realized his mistake. I'll figure that out right now. And we've already seen that. Can't believe money is going to be the start of my villain arc. How you doing, Grey Wolf? Good to see you. If you guys are new to my channel, give me a follow. I'm almost to 5,400 followers, of which I am exceptionally appreciative of. And we'll be playing more of this Komorebi in the future, in the next coming weeks. Exploring all there is to explore and indulging on this wonderful tale of interesting journal entries. Feeling like a star. Let's save here. I'm also kind of getting hungry and tired. Let's go for the next pivotal fragment here.
Pivotal fragment. Locked out?
Here we go. Here we go. Doing good, Justin. Just retested, and now I'm negative for COVID. Whew! Thank goodness. COVID sucks. I'm more tired than hungry. Oh, I just missed that text on the screen. Oh well, I'm sorry. We leave the grocery store, our hands full of bags. It was mostly booze and assorted junk food. You know, the usual. It took a couple of hours, but Isaac and Taylor were there to make it easier. I need to slow down my speech. I'm tripping over my tongue.
That's everything, yeah?
I think so. Dante made the list, though. I'll just blame him if we forget anything.
Of course.
Classy.
Isaac walks over to the driver's side door and tries to open it. A moment later, he looks up, giving us an embarrassed smile.
Oh,
What? I just remembered Hexa gifted me a sub. Yes, she did. She's a sweetie.
speaking of classy, please don't hate me for this.
Hmm? Hate you for what?
Isaac, you didn't.
Oh, no. What did he do?
I did.
It's 2041. I bet those groceries are $100 to $200 just for junk food and booze. Probably $200 for the booze alone. Taylor groans and places his bags on the ground. I'm a little confused, but I quickly realize what's going on. Isaac locked his keys in the car. I guess we're stuck. They might have an old vehicle. That's not good. Oh, shit. Now, interesting fact with my car, since I have a remote starter, it is actually impossible for me to lock my keys in my car because if the keys are inside the car, the door locks will always open. But as an added measure, I have a code that I can punch into the side of my door to unlock it anyway. So it is virtually impossible for me to lock myself outside of the car. But I'm guessing that they have a really old vehicle.
And you insisted on using this dated.
Yes,
piece of
I
junk.
called it. I called it. I
With more
called it.
refined taste. You could just whip out your phone.
I called it. Did I not call this? He had an old car? Oh my god.
I do have refined taste, and it's not dated, it's vintage.
Vintage. Okay. Dated means I don't like old stuff. Vintage means I have nostalgia. And I'm probably thinking nostalgia. These characters are so cute. I mean, they are.
It's sketchy, is what it is.
You say that, but you'll thank me for having it one day.
Indeed.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm so grateful that you stranded us in the middle of the city.
Oh boy. Maybe there's a part of the back of my mind that kind of remembers this story. An old car, a Ford Focus 2033? More like a 1993.
That day is not today.
Taylor's sighs, his annoyance almost exaggerated. Oh god, no.
Looks like we're walking. This is Isaac's mess. Let him stay and fix it.
Wait, wouldn't a car from like 1993 in the year 2041 be considered like a classic?
Nah, I'm actually gonna walk with you.
Okay, time to walk.
Grab some tools from my workshop. Thankfully, this isn't the first time I've locked myself out.
Okay, here's a pro tip. Always keep a spare key on you. Always have 2 keys to your car. What I do is I keep a spare set of keys in my house here at home and my set on me so that if for whatever given reason my keys are locked in my car and I cannot open my vehicle, there is a second set that can get me inside. So always have a backup plan to your backup plan. Didn't need to feel that old. I won't even be vintage at the age 2041.
Thankfully.
Okay, how old would I be in 2041? I'll be 60, chat. I'll be 60 in 2041. Wait, is that even right? No, 2041. Would that be right? God, yeah, I'll be 60. Shit, big brain line times. Hey Siri, what is 2041 minus 1981? Yeah, I'll be 60. I can't math in my head today.
Yeah, always makes a good story to tell.
If it isn't enough to feel old, it's to make myself feel older.
Why not just get a new car? You know, one that follows regulations.
I'm afraid to become old, Chad.
Because I'm just made of money.
Yeah, I feel Isaac at this point. Like, I'm a computer salesperson too, but I don't make a whole lot of money. I'll be your age now just to laugh my ass off. He scoffs and walks back towards us. Taylor picks up his bags and we start walking in the right direction. With all this added weight, it'll take a couple of hours to get back home. I'm cool with that. I mean, a couple hours walk, that's a bonding moment.
I guess I'm coming over to your place now. Good thing I didn't have a stream plan today.
Oh boy.
Or tomorrow, hopefully.
Ha!
Yeah, I'm taking the weekend off for you.
I can see what's going on here. You
I
two
don't
are
get to do
chums.
that very often. It's costly. But in my heart, I know that this open bar is compensation enough.
Yeah, you're gonna get pissed off your ass, dude.
You get drunk after one cocktail.
Oh, I plan on going farther than that.
He's going to convert his blood into alcohol.
You wanted to make the night memorable, right? I think the marker of a memorable night is not remembering it at all.
He is going to be this overloaded, alcohol-filled, quivering bunny on the ground.
Oh, so you're an alcoholic.
Probably.
Says the guy who drinks beer at lunchtime.
Day drinking is better.
Wait, I think Isaac's dealing with a lot of issues, a lot of stress. Day drinking, not making enough money, having a vintage car. There's something else going on here, I'm sure of it.
I can't wait to hear the explanation on that one.
I'm pretty sure he's dealing with something. Before they can continue talking, we almost bump into somebody. These characters sound like actual people. I mean, that's the whole point. Quickly dodging to the side, we turn back and apologize.
Oh, sorry about that.
Don't worry about it.
Hey! Guess who it is, chat?
Say, that's a lot of food.
I suppose it is.
Are you gonna eat it all?
Who the fuck is Jonah? He has the minimum wage issue? Yeah, I get it.
That's what you do with food, yeah?
Oh,
His shoulders slump down and he looks defeated. I think we have come across a zero, Chad. And this person is clearly very hungry. We exchange glances as concern rises within us.
Hey, everything all right?
I think he's in trouble.
yeah, just really hungry.
Bro, I'd give him a sandwich and an apple. Let him have a meal for something.
Can't you go
know?
buy some food for yourself?
Oh no. Jonah's gonna from tall wolf to twink wolf? Oh my god, Eric. I didn't expect to hear that out of you. He slaps his hands in his hands pockets as if he's looking for something. A clearly comedic gesture, as we can now tell he's carrying nothing with him. The voice acting and dialogue is so good, I can't wait for the stuff to get serious. Yes.
I guess I forgot my wallet at home.
Oh, poor dude.
Your phone, too?
Uh-oh.
My what?
Uh-oh. We now know. We exchange glances once again as we start to understand.
Oh, you're a zero.
Uh-oh.
That's what they've been calling me, yeah.
I'm sorry, dude.
My friends are here to protest. I just wanted to see the city. Didn't pack enough, though, and now this walking has me starved.
Oh, goodness. We huddle together and start whispering amongst ourselves.
What do we do? Beats me. I've never met a zero before. Hey, aren't we gonna lose points if we keep talking to him?
There shouldn't be losing points talking to a zero. If anything, in my opinion, helping out somebody in need should gain you points. It's helping the social order. At least that's my opinion.
Dude, he's a person, not a liability. Of course.
I can hear you.
I mean, you are a wolf, I think? And you know, these ears are pretty sensitive. Isaac and Taylor look scared stiff. To break the awkward silence, I grab an apple from Taylor's bag. Hey, remember the apple I mentioned? Here we go. Holding it out toward a zero, I make it clear that it now belongs to him.
No joke?
No joke. You can have an apple. I shake my head and apologize on behalf of Isaac and Taylor.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. I'm just not used to seeing, zeros in the city.
You know, come to think of it, if there's somebody that is desperately hungry, an apple is not going to cost me too much. If it means that they get to eat for a day, an apple I think is going to go a long way.
Or, well, anywhere for that matter. You and your friends are making history.
They are. I wonder if, I have to wonder if zero is a slur in the Komorebi universe. A zero just means somebody who doesn't have any points in the Argus system, or somebody who has separated themselves from the Argus system. It could potentially be a slur in that universe.
Yeah, if you say so.
He steps forward and grabs the apple out of my hand.
What do they call you?
I tell him my name is Delta, and introduce him to Isaac and Taylor.
Delta, huh? So I guess you're the cool one.
Ah, it's so nice already. See, why is this person a zero? With a smile, he takes a bite of an apple and walks away. The forbidden fruit, doing something you shouldn't. We wait until he's out of the earshot before talking about what happened.
I'm totally cool. What was he talking about?
Well, you two were bickering within an earshot of this dude, and all he wanted was just some food. And he was trying to be nice about it. He was trying to be subtle about it, right? Like, I'm in stress. I didn't mean to bump into you, but maybe the guy's just looking for, like, something, right? You know, say an animal out in, you know, in the city, and they're desperate for something. Like, they have no resources, they have no recourse, they don't know what to do. So they go to the nearest warm being that they can find in hopes that they have something that can help them, you know? Honestly, I hate seeing homeless people. It makes me sad. It makes me sad that that type of stuff happens in this world. Got him? Oh my goodness. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm rambling.
Definition of cool. Walking around in a jacket that's 3 sizes too big.
I'm growing into it.
You know, you do have a lot of neck fluff, and, you know, having the big coat probably makes it a little bit more comfortable.
More like filling it out with all that junk food you've been eating. Anyway, let's keep going. Hopefully that was our only distraction.
You know, I don't consider apple a junk food thing.
Wait, I'm actually kind of concerned.
Trust me, Isaac, it's nothing to worry about. Totally normal to be concerned with your weight.
Hey, I know what it's like to be heavy.
No, you idiot. It's the zero. He
Oh,
said
wait.
he wanted to see the city.
It's the growing into an excuse, yeah. Well, I don't really see a problem with people wanting to see the city.
I have ears.
Yeah, but that means he's never seen it before. He's one of the zeros that was born on a colony.
Somebody who is outside of the system.
And?
He never got a chance to say no to the system. He must have had ideals forced onto him by mom and dad.
Oh, I see what you mean. At least we get to choose.
Indeed.
Shouldn't he, too?
You know, they should have some sort of program who was born a zero and never got to see the system the chance to be adapted into it if they so desire.
You know what? Never mind. This is getting too deep for me.
Even if I don't like Argus, people should still have a choice. I mean, isn't that what this is all about? Choice versus fate?
Yeah, sounds about right. You're more of a drinker than a thinker.
What does that mean?
Guess I have my work cut out for me then.
Oh my goodness. He laughs and shakes his bag slightly. Bottles of alcohol shake around, knocking into one of each other. You did buy something besides alcohol and junk food, and a single apple, did you not? As we make our way home, I can't help but feel sorry for that zero too. Everybody should get the chance to start fresh, just like I did. We would all love to be able to wipe our slate clean and have a fresh start. Even in 2041, society is still bullshit. Yeah, indeed. All right, let's go open the journal
View
here.
which journal entry?
We have a entry number 4. Wednesday, December 18th, 2041. Okay, so I've been forgetting a few things. That discount Isaac applied to my identity wasn't really what I thought. He just shared his friends and family discount with me since he works for Argus. I feel a lot better about that now. I kinda thought we were cheating the system. I don't want to get in trouble so soon after moving. I really like it here. I also started to bond with Dante. He always seemed a bit distant, but I kind of felt a real connection the moment we were alone. You know, without the constant quips he likes to throw around. They were still there, don't get me wrong, but they didn't take the forefront like they normally do. I got to learn more about him and his work, and it was great. I'm sure Isaac will be happy that we're getting along too. Me, Isaac, and Taylor also ran into a Zero on the street today. I knew that they were here to protest, illegally, yet also peacefully, but I didn't pay them any mind. All that changed today. These people are no longer a concept in my head. I met them for real, and a lot of advice people have been giving me just feels wrong now. Ignore them, don't get involved. But they're people, and they're suffering. How can we ignore that? Maybe that's why August never wanted them in the city, so we always saw them as an invisible threat. I guess it's a lot easier to fight the idea of a person than it is the actual person. I hope they get what they want. Yeah, I won't lie, this is kind of why I stay out of big cities. I like the country a lot more. Yeah, tell me about it. I ran out of space on the bottom, so I'm signing it here, and no one can stop me. See, don't get involved. Let's do a little quick save here. These areas are not yet accessible. We got a little bit more time, so let's view these two next, and then we can view the rest of the fragments and see how we do.
Experience pivotal fragment. Another session.
Country roads are better than the city roads. In a way. I kind of like the suburban areas myself. A little bit of the city, a little bit of the country. You know, a nice even mix. Everybody deserves a chance to start fresh. Even you. I agree. I want to go live in the mountains? Indeed. It's now 12:19. The counselor stares at me, like he's unsure of what to say. A few sheets of paper in his hand sporadically divert his attention. I can tell he's reading the notes from our previous session, our first session. We didn't get to cover much ground, but it was still a nice experience. I was worried we wouldn't get along, and that was a bit of a stressor. He seems nice, though, and a lot of my worries have dwindled.
Terribly sorry about last time. I hate cutting things short. But when our safety is on the line, I have to make some tough calls.
Well, for sure, Eric.
That protest seemed pretty heated. I hope they didn't give you any trouble.
I shake my head. I had no issues getting home. Dear Lord, not a counselor, never liked those? Well, counselors are there to help you focus on the important aspects of your mind. Just like in the physical world where, you know, you need help moving something, like a large box, a piece of furniture, need help holding something up while you nail something in. A counselor is there for your mind, to help you focus on the difficult parts of your mind, to help you get it together. It's a very refined skill. Now, some counselors do a really good job at this. Those are the counselors that I like, and I develop, you know, a friendly acquaintanceship with. But the counselors that I don't like are those who, instead of helping me, they force me down a path, and those are the people that I don't like. But I get to what you're saying, though. I don't think the protesters wanted to hurt anybody. They wanted change. Obviously, some would fight for that change, but no hands have been forced yet.
Interesting times we live in.
Oh, tell me about it.
Pay a group no mind, and eventually it'll grow unchecked. At this rate, the heads of August might have to get involved.
I would assume that.
But let's not worry about that right now. We're on the clock. There's a couple of things I wanted to ask you last time, so let's start there. With how calm it is outside today, I don't think we'll have any issues.
You know, there's good counselors out there. I believe that. Giving him a nod, I leaned back in my chair. I really didn't need to be here, but I didn't want to lose points either. It seemed like we were in a stalemate until he cleared me as a patient. I only saw my last counselor for so long because it was part of my normal. With a big life change like this, I wanted to leave some of that stuff behind. If he can deem me mentally fit, then I wouldn't have to see him anymore. That could be easy or hard, and it differs from doctor to doctor. But with how we're getting along, I think he can tell me what I'm doing well. As I've said many times before, my lack of a vision never held me back.
This one is actually a bit atypical, but I'll ask it anyway. As we've already established, you're a bit of a unique case. So, if you had the option to experience a vision, would you?
Well, that's a tough question.
I know you say you're fine
But
without
it's
one,
all
but
not
this
really
is a
that
different
tough.
angle. If I could offer you a vision of your future, would you take it? Keep in mind that you might not like what you see. Not at all.
As I've stated previously in this stream, I don't like the idea of fate. I don't like the idea of being unable to change a premonition of the future, to be unable to avoid something. Or maybe it could be that a vision could tell me what to not do. But if a vision means this is going to happen whether I wanted to or not, that would mean that the future is deterministic. That would stress me out. That would make me feel irritated. I'm fine without Komorebi.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
I'm going to go listen to some music while I clean. See you later, Justin. Thanks for coming in, Azzy. Also, we're going to talk about how soothing this dude's voice is. It is. Azzy, please, take care of yourself today. If you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling nervous, just pause, take a moment, and sit in silence and just breathe slowly. Who's this long-haired boy? This is the counselor. I do not recall his name. I don't think it was ever given.
You're a really interesting person, you know. I like that. Most people like you crave Komorebi. To be like everybody else.
Why would I want to be like everybody else? I want to be me.
I've never found any merit in that, though. Trying to be like other people only makes you forget who you are. There's a certain beauty in embracing what makes you special.
He daddy? This gentleman speaks the
There
truth,
used to be
though.
a time when you couldn't do that. At least not without being judged by your peers.
You know, I do not care about being judged by my peers. I do not care about people who look down on me just because I desire to be different. Those people I don't value. I don't value their opinions. I don't care about who they are. If I choose to be different, if I choose to embrace what makes me unique, what makes me special, then other people who have adverse feelings to that are really not my friends, and I pay no mind to them.
Even a few generations ago, psychics were a laughingstock. But then Komorebi came along and turned the tables for everybody. My point is that society moves on to a new fad almost every other day. Trying to stay current, trying to fit in, is generally a bad idea.
Yep. And this is life. This is, streaming too. I don't want to be the everybody streamer. I don't want to do the same things everybody do. I want to be different. I want to be unique. I want to be something of my own flavor, my own style, my own ideas. Everybody could give me thoughts and opinions and, maybe you should do this, maybe you should do that. And to that I say, these are an idea, but they're not necessary. It'll be okay, just imagine this guy in suit. Oh no, he's sharp! Feeling cast out of society because of an inability to relate to an important aspect to everyone else's life, or being driven mad by a glimpse of the future you can't escape, pick your poison. I do not care about peer pressure, and I am in control of my own life. I control my own fate.
Be yourself, Delta. Your time in the spotlight will come eventually.
The spotlight is great and all, but honestly, sometimes not being in the spotlight gives you a little bit more freedom. If you're in the spotlight, then everybody's focused on you. But when you're not in the spotlight, you can do almost whatever you want. You never feel controlled. You never feel like you're being pressured to do anything. I nod, unsure of where he's going with this. I think I do understand where he's going with this, personally. He makes me do that a lot, doesn't he?
Regardless of your thoughts right now, in the future, you may feel pressured to fit in. I try and give my patients lessons that they can use for the rest of their lives. So even if I end up clearing you as a patient, you'll be just a tad wiser.
There's a difference, chat, between knowledge and wisdom. knowledge is just simply knowing what something is, but wisdom is knowing how it is. And the why is more important than the what. I believe Socrates mentioned something similar to that. You know, when he puts it that way, it sounds kind of cool. I may not need a therapist, but I shouldn't think of him as one. He's like a mentor, an older, wiser person to teach me valuable lessons.
As I was saying, Komorebi changed the way we see almost everything.
Oh, thank you for the head pats, by the way.
We look back on history and see prophets all the time, but we never believed them. Seers, soothsayers, fortune tellers, we see them littered throughout our past.
Indeed.
But now, it's impossible to justify our skepticism. In fact, it now seems unreasonable to deny.
I wouldn't like the idea of somebody knowing what my future is. If I couldn't change my path regardless of how I acted, do I really have control?
Who's to say that Komorebi wasn't gifted to special people in the past? These people throughout the ages could have just been the first to receive it.
Seems more like a curse, actually.
But then you have to ask, where did the Komorebi phenomenon come from?
That's a good question.
Is someone or something responsible? Or is it just random? The implications of these visions unsettled almost everybody.
And here's the other questions, like, how can Komorebi be a thing? How can a premonition, how can a vision be a thing? This is something that I perceive as what is known as the omniscience paradox. How can you know what's going to happen before someone makes a choice? How can you have free will if somebody knows what you're going to do? Aliens, take me away. Ah! Hello, Fang. How you doing?
Interesting to know that you think of this
Minority
curse,
Report,
though.
yes. I can see you were kind of leaning toward that direction. But that's kind of like the similar thinking. Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff. So you can get an idea of what's going to happen based upon previous events, but can you truly peer far into the future? Is entropy truly random?
A lot of people without visions think that they weren't worthy of Komorebi. Like it's something gifted to people who meet certain conditions. But regardless of where it came from, we have to live with it. You seem to be doing pretty good in a world like this, though. You may not fit in, but like I said, you don't need to.
I don't have to be the square peg being forced into the round holes. If I'm a square peg, I'm not going to be pushing myself through the round holes just to appease anybody else. He smiles softly and places his papers on the stand beside him.
I'm a bit of an outlier myself, you know.
I can see that.
There's a reason why I counsel people like you, Delta. So when I talk about not having visions, just know that I speak from the heart.
So you yourself have not had a vision either.
A lot
Interesting.
of things you feel over your lifetime, I already have. Doubts, fears, depression. There's a lot that could come your way.
Fear and doubt and disbelief, wondering if what you're doing is worth it, wondering if the efforts that you make in your life, are they truly building up to something great? You know, just as free will is a gift, it is also a curse in that you are responsible for everything that happens to you, or everything that you can do within your power.
If I can make it easier on you, then I consider all of this a success.
Even a little bit easier, as small as it would be, is still a success. Whoa. So he's never experienced Komorebi either. I also find it interesting that he's starting to open up to me. Until just recently, it seemed like he was reciting a self-help book.
You might not experience these things for years to come. But unfortunately, we all have a crisis or two throughout our lives. When yours comes, I hope that you'll look back on these talks with an open mind.
It may be the crutch I need to pull through. It feels a little harsh to tell me that my life will be difficult in the future. It is a sad fact of reality that everybody in this world will come across tremendous difficulty. Going about it alone is not always the wisest thing to do. But I guess that's a universal fact. Nobody sails through life without an issue. Lightning Dash 27, thank you for the follow and welcome to the Lion's Den. I appreciate you coming in. I hope you're having yourself a wonderful day. What's gonna really make you noodle on later is, would you still have broken if I hadn't said anything? Ah, yes. The Oracle from the Matrix. I remember it well. Lightning Dash, hello. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. I thank him for what he's told me, and especially for opening up to me.
No worries, Delta. This is a two-way street.
Indeed.
I may do most of the talking, but I try to mix it up. I want to talk to you, not at you. It's more personal that way.
And this is the crux of speaking to people. Speaking at somebody is really kind of disconcerting. It's a behavior that some people unfortunately cannot escape. I'm already on you. I'm doing decent so far. Enjoying my weekend. Having fun. I really wanted to play this game again, Komorebi, because it really helps me explore different aspects of reality, but also lets me see into the mind of a wonderful creator. Clace is the creator of this game. Exclamation point Clace, K-L-A-C-E, by the way. So, to talk at somebody is to speak words and phrases and say things without really giving them a way to relate to you at all or to continue the conversation. Talking at somebody is basically like talking to a brick wall or talking into the wind, where they don't interpret what you're saying. Other people tend to have this weakness, right? Where they're so desperate to get their words out, but they don't try to relate themselves to the situation that's given. Let's just say you have a group of people and they're all talking about a very specific subject, right? And then you start talking about something completely random and it doesn't contribute to that subject whatsoever. That is talking at people, because it seems very self-centered to talk about only the things that you care about without really listening in onto what everybody else is discussing. The inability to read the room. But to talk to somebody is to be part of that conversation, to contribute. You could probably switch subjects from one to the other and find some sort of correlation. It's an interesting skill to have, to be able to talk with groups. Yeah, I know Clace and Komorebi. I already finished it. Awesome. I have been a backer of this campaign for some time now, and I was really excited to see this coming through. So, towards the end of the stream, in about an hour or so, I will be doing a giveaway, and somebody will have the chance to win Komorebi for themselves. Get a nice copy on Steam. You can also do an exclamation point Komorebi if you would like to know more, and check out the deluxe edition on the Steam page.
For example, now you know that I'm just like you. My advice may have seemed generic, but it came from experience, and that, as they say, is the best teacher. So I think we'll mix together well. Let's talk about that during our next session, though. We're almost off the clock. I'd hate to get cut off in the middle of something like we did last time.
I actually like this counselor. I think he's interesting. Yes, the deluxe edition gives you both the soundtrack and the game itself.
Just be careful out there when you leave. Could be another protest. Or even worse.
Indeed. I realize that he's right. The hour of our station has basically flown by. That's probably a good thing, though. Wouldn't want these meetings to drag on. After thanking him for his time, I decide to gather my thoughts before heading out. Sorting the filing cabinet, so to speak. So we have a couple more key points here.
Interact with each word to learn more about it.
Let's learn more about Argus. I guess this is what I was a high Kickstarter backer. Yep. You and me both.
Upon interacting with both, your experience will continue.
All right, here we go. Let's talk about Argus. The inner workings of the corporation are shrouded in mystery. Nobody even knows who runs it, but the theories run rampant. Currently, it must be in the hands of the founder's child or children. It's been way too long to remain in the hands of just one generation. But no matter who runs it, their influence on society is clear. A world without the Argus Corporation would be awful. At least that's what we think. All we can really do is speculate. Either way, the influence and power of this single corporation is immense. They have a monopoly on almost everything, and use it to maintain order. Could be worse. They could use their power for nefarious purposes. Not worth thinking about, though. There are far more real issues at hand. Namely, the protests and the people living outside our city limits, zeros. And the protests. So you're awaiting your physical goodies too? I am. I do not know when those are going to arrive, but hopefully Clace will get in touch with me. While this system is presented as mandatory, some people still dodge it. They have no score, no identity, and live outside of the city in self-sustaining colonies. They're known as Zeros. While originally a small group, they have since grown quite large. But as they grow, so too does the size and scope of our cities. The Argus Corporation has slowly but surely been encroaching on Zero territory. They are running out of space, and the integrity of their communities is more and more at risk. Some people say that they deserve it, but I don't think it's so black and white. Either way, these protests aren't violent, and they aren't calling for any substantial change. Zeros simply want the ability to enter the city legally and purchase what they need to live. They need this because the loss of space means that they can't make enough on their own. And not only that, but many people who live outside the city don't do so by choice. If you abandoned the system, you wouldn't be allowed back, or your children, or even their children. Many Zeros suffer for the choices of those that came before them. These protests could give them the chance to try their hands at life in the city. I'm sure that they'll reach a mutual conclusion, but it's odd how evolved Argus is. They have such a sway with world powers, but I guess, as people say, they did save the world. Maybe they're simply collecting on what they now believe is their reward. Sensing and the people versus the corporation story. It very much is. You're still at chapter 1, aren't you? Yes. I'm going to save here real quick. I need to take a 30-second break. I will be right back. Don't go away. Okay, we have yet another journal entry.
View which journal entry?
Number 5. Alright, here we go. Thursday, December 19th, 2041. Well, tomorrow is the big day. We've got all the stuff we need to pregame and everything is set in stone. I've been told to take it easy and relax. I wanted to help with the preparation for this party, but this party's for me, as they say, so I should just sit back. I guess I should accept the courtesy while I can. A lot of the offers I've been given lately were just because I'm new here. I know that once settle in, I'll be expected to pull my weight a little more, or maybe a lot more, who knows. But I have a feeling that this expectation will become a reality once the dust from our nightclub outing settles. So I guess I'll enjoy this last little bit of laziness while I still can. The visits with my counselor are going well, too. Honestly, everything is going well for me lately. It's so much better than where I came from. I finally feel like I can breathe and live for myself. I think I'm through living through other people, though. For other people. I was so used to helping others that I forgot what it felt like to help myself. A little self-care can go extremely long way. My counselor did mention the zeros, though. I kind of have a personal policy where I refuse to lie to my counselor, but I don't know what to do. He technically works for August, so I'm not sure how he'd react if he knew that I not only socialized with the zero, but I gave them some of my food as well. I mean, it seems inherently harmless, but I'm pretty sure it's still against the law. I know counselors say that you can tell them anything, and it's just between you and them, but is that true? Anyway, Isaac wanted to talk to me about something today, since it's our last free day before we get too drunk to function. Engaging side counter. Delta, and he signs all the way up in the top. My goodness, be ready. You'll get a lot more to do then. Finished the game in about 17 hours, but most streamers I've seen did more about 20. We're going to be doing about 4 hours today, and there's going to be plenty of Komorebi streams in the future. And in fact, I'll be pretty much focusing on this as we progress. Absolutely beautiful. Too drunk to function. All right, we're going to go for another pivotal moment here.
Experience pivotal fragment. Introspeculation.
Here we go. How are you doing, Tier? Good to see you. Nostalgia is like a broken mirror. Recreate the past and you'll end up full of cuts. What an interesting concept. Someone should tell that to the movie industry. I throw my head back and take a shot. The alcohol quickly burns my throat. Ugh. After a couple coughs, I let out a loud noise that signals my satisfaction. I can't help but feel happy as warm feeling rises within me.
I guess Delta is a lightweight too. Looks like you have some competition, Taylor.
Oh my God, why?
Hey, it's not a competition if the victor is clear. $100 says I pass out before they do.
That's not a good competition to have. What the heck?
Now, this is gonna be interesting.
What's your usual stream schedule? It's random, and I sincerely apologize for this. I work full-time as a computer salesperson. In that being, I can only stream on days that I have off, and days that I have mornings and evenings. So, today is Sunday, August 6th. My next day off, I will probably try to stream the next, the day after. I'll try to stream Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Central. So we're minus 6 GMT here. And then on Wednesday the 9th. And that'll probably be towards later in the afternoon after my dental appointment. So perhaps maybe around 1 o'clock, give or take. And then thereafter, we're not going to be streaming on Thursday or Friday, but we'll try to stream Saturday morning at 10 a.m. So we're going to try to have some more Komorebi streams. Komorebi will be saved in the VODs, so if you guys don't get a chance to watch the stream, it'll be available later on. Some smaller streams are usually about 2 hours. Days that I have off, I usually stream for about 4. Then we're still working on a potential 18-hour VR chat marathon in the future. However, I don't have dates or times yet. I am trying to focus on that, but it's going to be set into the future. Yeah, well, I could call you on the way to the dentist. Hello, Snowy. How you doing? So, I'm doing good at the moment. I'm going to have to get some food after the stream. By the way, guys, stick around. You guys will have a chance to win a copy of Komorebi at the end of the stream. Which day is that? August 9th. August 9th. This is going to be interesting. Okay, here we go.
Here, let me get the music. We need a theme song for Taylor's demise.
Oh, good grief, Dante.
Wow, have some faith, dude.
I have no faith at all.
As if your ego needs to get any bigger. If I could afford it, my money would go right on Delta.
So you're struggling for money too, eh?
You can't afford it? I thought your books were bestsellers.
Actors and writers don't make that much money.
Yeah, they were. Anyway, what do you want to hear? You all okay if I put on some Clays?
Hey, Panda. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm doing okay so far. They're such dorks, yeah, indeed. You alright, Snowy? Oh my goodness. Wait, you alright if I put on some Clays? Wait a minute.
I could go either way.
You know, I heard he could too.
I saw that coming a mile away, Isaac.
Oh, really? He'd fit in well with us then.
These people are special.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Speak for yourself, man. We don't all hit on everyone we see.
Yeah, I made sure to warn my friend about that. Meeting a boozed up Taylor is certainly an, experience.
Indeed.
Well, I'll take that as a compliment.
Wow.
Please don't.
Always
This
gotta ruin my
conversation.
fun.
This
Go ahead,
conversation.
put on some Clays. Not very party-like, just sitting here in silence.
Dante smiles and pulls out his phone. The speakers in the corners of the room let out a noise signaling his connection. A lot of beep boop. After a few moments of scrolling through his device, he decides on a song.
Party time?
Party time. Excellent. Do-do-do-do-do.
Party time!
Oh, yay. Now playing Encore by Clace. There we go. He presses play with a wide grin on his face, and music fills the room. Isaac grabs a bottle of vodka resting on the table and stands up tall.
And that means more shots.
Here we go. He slides a shot glass across the table in my direction. Dante does the same, but in Taylor's direction. Oh no, they really do want to test our tolerance. Oh shit.
Prepare for trouble.
And make it double. He throws the bottle in the air and catches it with a flourish.
We're making it a
I
double.
called it again! Oh my god. He walks over to me and fills up both shot glasses with vodka. Oh dear. Enjoy your fermented potato water. Tell him to do that as long as him and Dante do it too.
You have yourself a deal. Four for you, four for us.
Indeed.
You really want us to pass out, huh? Don't think your friend would like being stood up.
Mm-hmm.
We'll pace ourselves, don't worry. Remember, we're not leaving for 3 more hours.
Doh.
So you're saying drink up?
Look at that face! That is the face of somebody who wants to down an entire bottle.
I'm surprised you haven't already.
Oh, God. As if that was a direct challenge, Taylor and I both take our shots. Then in one swift motion, we slide the glasses over to Isaac and Dante. Filling them up almost immediately, Isaac then strikes a thinking pose. You guys are going to eat with all that booze, right?
We should have a toast.
To what?
Taylor's inebriation is becoming clear as he wobbles slightly. Oh, jeez. If the earlier wager were more official, I'd guess he'd be winning.
I live by many rules, but one has never let me down. Always let a writer make the toast. It's what they do best.
Oh, putting Dante on the spot? All eyes are immediately on Dante, of course.
Wow. No pressure or anything.
Ha ha.
Come on, it's an honor.
Oh, the honor is
it's
mine.
my job. It's not a party trick, but sure. Let me think of something.
Him and Isaac both pick up one shot glass in unison. There's a pause for a few moments while Dante decides on what to say. But after a little while of thinking, he seems to give up and laugh.
You know what? This one's just from the heart. Here's to getting wasted with the people that matter.
Boy.
Yeah, with the people that matter. And with any luck, that list will keep on growing.
Taylor and I hold our hands up like we were taking shots as well. We will all say cheers, and then we down the vodka faster than Isaac poured it. Oh, dear. Ugh, shit. Talk about getting a head start of the night. Buzzed before supper time.
Speaking of which, who are we meeting? You gonna tell us who this friend of yours is?
Who do you think it is, chat? Who do you think it is?
Nope. But honestly, I'm nervous too. I've never met him, so it's not just you.
Lay off the vodka, Justin. I don't touch this shit.
Wait a second. You've never even met him?
Uh-oh.
Correct.
He's being called out, chat.
And you think I move fast with guys?
Hey, it's not like he's a stranger, man. He's just never been in town until today.
Wait, what's going on now?
But we've been friends online for a while now. Trust me, he's good. No need to worry.
Oh, boy.
If you say so.
Okay.
Anyone who gives me free booze is good in my books. I just thought you met him before with how much you've been saying.
Uh-huh.
Nope. Just the anxiety making me ramble.
Yeah, yep.
Hence all the
I
liquid
see how it
courage
is.
we just ingested. Might want to switch to rum though. Vodka's running dry.
Wait, you drank... How much vodka did you drink? And now you want to switch to rum? You guys are going to destroy your livers and your kidneys. He shakes the bottle with an embarrassed laugh. We've already gone through a whole bottle? Wow. Isaac must have had a weird definition of pacing.
Rum? I'm down.
Oh no, here it comes. For how long though? Did you meet this guy online for a day? That's a good question.
I'll go grab the cola. I think it's time to start mixing. Those straight shots are really starting to creep up on me.
With dramatic flair, he acts like he's passing out. Then a moment later, he rests his head on my shoulder. Oh, of course. Rum and coke? Yeah. Sounds dangerous. I laugh and exchange the awkward glances with everyone else.
Or maybe you could get it from me, Delta. I fear I've gotten a bit lightheaded over here.
I have no problem doing a favor for a friend, so I agree. But a temptation rises within me to mess with him before I get up. Looking down at him, I think of what message I'd like to send. Shove him off your shoulder or wrap an arm around him. I'm gonna be cute. I'm gonna wrap an arm around him. I wrap around and arm him and give him a tight squeeze. The others look a bit surprised, but Taylor sounds incredibly happy.
Tell you not to let go, but I really wanted that cola.
Ah, yes. The master of romance.
Sure.
A lifetime of practice.
Yeah. You boast there. A few chuckles fill the room, and I stand up and walk to the fridge. The cola is easy to find, even amongst the booze-filled plants. There's a huge storm rolling by me. Check your weather app. Ooh, what do we got going on here? All right, give me a second. I just realized that for this entirety of the stream, the chat is not up on the stream, so people are going to be like wondering, what are chat talking about? See, I had a localized thunderstorm yesterday. What's happening out in your neck of the woods? Ugh. Wow, there's actually rain going by here in Minneapolis too, and it's going from east to west? What the heck? Oh dear. Wow, this storm system is huge. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm seeing something coming over. Yep, Charlotte's gonna get hit like a truck. Ow. Anyway, boost all the plants. Got it. When I make it back to the table, I notice that Dante is holding the rum.
Man, I'm gonna miss this.
Oh boy. Oh boy. He sighs as he shakes the bottle, swirling the liquid inside.
Well, we can always buy more. It's cheap stuff.
What? Huh?
No, not that. I meant all of this in general. Sitting down with your best friends, getting drunk during the day, downing shot after shot like our bodies aren't starting to hate us.
It's going to be a vomiting party if you guys drink that much alcohol. If they're going to mix drinks, mix rum with water, maybe add lime to it, then you have a grog. The drink of a pirate, yar.
Oh, you mean youth.
Yeah, but at least we made the most of it. Couldn't have asked for a better group of friends.
Aww.
Dude, I feel exactly the same way.
Oh boy.
I can't even imagine what life would be like without all of you. Just the thought of it is enough to keep me up at night. And it does.
Is this like a family bonding session going on here? Just, warmness.
Oh? Finally confessing your feelings for all of us?
Oh boy, here it comes.
No way. It's just, we're so close now. But are we still in touch in any of your visions?
These are things that don't need to be discussed. I shrug since it's pretty obvious that I've never had a vision. But the rest of them exchange worried glances with one another. They didn't have to say anything. I know exactly what they were thinking.
Oh.
This is starting to hurt, chat. I don't know.
I can't get it off my mind. I think of you all as my family. But in my vision, you're not even an afterthought.
Oh my goodness, chat. Where do I take this story? I almost forgot about this scene here, and tensions are rising. Family furs, yes. By now, Dante has fixed us all some rum and cola. My mood in the room took a turn for the worse as I stare at my glass. I'm not sure how I fit into this conversation. I'm definitely still the odd one out.
Hey, we're together now, and that's what matters. If you're constantly worried about the future, you'll never enjoy the present. We could drift apart, yeah, but no point in just moping around until it happens.
Good point. Isaac looks up from his glass with a smile.
Remember what you said about foresight in the group chat?
What about the foresight? Now, are the visions of Komorebi meant to be discussed with your peers? Or are they meant to be more personal? That's a good
If we
question.
know we might stop being friends, then we need to make the most of it. And I don't know about you, but I think tonight is the perfect night for that.
Is it now?
You know what? You're right. But why do we have to drift apart?
You don't have to.
Who says we can't be friends forever?
Fate, and quite literally.
Commenting back on the statement from the Oracle is, would you still have broken it if I hadn't said anything? Could they continue to be friends if they have never mentioned Komorebi?
Well then, screw fate. I won't let anything take you away from me.
I don't know if we're equipped to fight fate, man. And if well-wishing were a weapon, the world would be much better off. Let's just create some memories that we can revisit whenever we want.
Life is about legacy,
Even
Chad.
when we're no longer together.
Isaac's mood almost instantly reverses, and he holds up his glass.
Now there's a toast.
We touch our glasses together and then take a large swig.
And shame on you, Taylor. Using my own words against me?
You don't know what's going to happen until it happens.
Guess
Indeed.
it's true what they say, though. Your own advice is always better when it comes from somebody else.
Indeed.
We're all creatures of self-doubt, man. Can't escape that. But don't worry, Isaac. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not sure if we can beat fate. But I promise to put up one hell of a fight.
Yes. Be careful, the path leads to self-prophecy. You don't want something to happen so much and it happens. Murphy's Law. Whatever can happen, will happen. That seemed like the perfect end to our discussion. Moving on to more casual topics, we slowly sip our drinks. But this is the first time I've seen the more negative effects of Komorebi. A group of people realizing they might not be friends forever. There's something so liberating yet terrifying about it. It almost seems like a rite of passage into maturity. But here I sat, with no vision to my name and no input at all. As my new life kept going, I had no idea what the future could bring. Now here is the crux of the situation, chat. Think about this just for a moment. When one person has a vision of Komorebi, and it involves you, but you yourself have not had a vision at all. Can you change your fate and thus change theirs? Or are you bound to that fate because of their vision, even if you didn't have none? The conundrum, chat. A conundrum. And the thought alone was as liberating and as terrifying as the alternative. Why did you bonk me, Shernio? Oh my god. Anyway. We're 3 hours in. So interesting. So beautiful. Let's see. Let's
Experience supplemental fragment. Betrayal.
Ooh. This ought to be interesting. You made my head hurt, now I make yours hurt. Alright, fair. Fair. We go back in time a little bit to the 17th.
Hey, I'm gonna be home late tonight.
Okay.
Again?
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Again.
What's going on?
Nothing, really. Just a lot of sales to close.
That's fair.
Raking in the cash lately, huh?
I wish. But not really. Already capped my commission for the month.
They cap commission? Are you kidding me? If they cap commission, that just means you work up until a certain point and then stop. Makes no sense at all.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What incentive is there to sell products then?
That's a great question.
I don't want to get fired?
Wait. You're gonna get fired if you don't continue to do your job despite getting commission capped. That's bullshit.
Oh, valid.
Yeah.
Besides, I'm hoping to nab that promotion next year. Putting in this extra work just seems like the right thing to do.
But is the right thing to do the moral thing to do? Change. People tend to change with time, but at this same time don't. Fate is only a factor in how people behave towards themselves and others.
You're still on about that?
What do you do when you feel like there's nothing you can do? And the answer is to do all that you can do.
Of course.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Why not?
You? With more responsibility?
Okay, we're fighting now.
I'm prepared.
No.
Wow.
Remember what I said about fighting in here? Either way, good luck with the promotion. I bet it's already yours.
That's the spirit. Taylor's
Thanks, Taylor.
a nice positive
At
being.
least you believe in me.
I never said I didn't believe.
Yeah, Taylor's a
You
sweetie.
have to.
Yeah, we can read between the lines.
What lines?
Aren't you the writer? You know this stuff.
I
My
totally
goodness.
plan to treat all the people that rooted for me. So don't think I'll forget about this betrayal, Dante.
Betrayal? I'm just looking out for you, man. Don't want you to bite off more than you can chew.
Uh-huh.
I'm honestly surprised.
Passive aggressiveness, indeed. They must be Midwesterners.
All that time with your nose buried in books. Figured you'd know how to read a room by now, too.
Yep, Taylor called it.
Okay, we're fighting now.
I'm prepared.
Wow, chat. Wow, these peeps are something else. The situation started to get a little spicier in there, didn't it? Yep. Very much a passive-aggressive nature. All right.
Experience supplemental fragment. Pre-game plans.
Well, let's take a look. Pre-game plans. How much more can we explore here? Took his own words against him? Indeed. And this is the 18th?
Hey, question.
Hey, answer.
Potential answer?
You all down to pregame before the nightclub?
Pre-game?
Like you even had to ask.
Fair enough. Taylor?
Absolutely.
I can't get enough of his face. What an adorable bean.
And Delta?
Of course, full send. Do
Love
it.
to hear it. I'll pick up a few things. Any suggestions?
Vodka.
You just had an entire bottle. Or wait, no, this is beforehand.
Champagne.
Champagne.
Cranberry
Right.
juice.
Orange juice.
So,
Whoa! Slow down! Remember, all the drinks at the club are covered.
Taylor is adorable.
There's no need to be extravagant here. Sheesh.
Yep.
Isaac, this is an excuse to be as extravagant as possible. If we were paying for both, we'd all be broke when we got home.
Yeah,
Let's
fair.
splurge at least a little bit. If the bar is covered, we can pregame like royalty.
Uh-huh.
Such an odd way to justify wasting money.
I don't know, Isaac.
This is so funny. I don't know why this is so funny.
You're hyping this up to be the best night ever. Do you want to remember it as the time we held back for no reason?
It's not holding back, it's saving money.
Indeed. Indeedy
And I
dooski.
never said it'd be the best night ever. I only promised fun. If you fall victim to your own expectations, that's all on you.
Mm-hmm.
You said we might be on the news.
You guys are
You
news.
said we have access to an open bar.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Tons of fun.
Indeed.
Buzzkill.
Oh my god.
Hold on, I wasn't finished yet. As
Uh,
much as I want to save money, you do have a point. We're lucky. We know in advance that this night will be memorable.
of course it will.
That's a luxury we shouldn't waste. So, let's do our best to make it even more memorable.
Now you're talking, and I like what I hear.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd this man of wisdom come from, and what did he do with Isaac?
Now that's passive aggressive.
I'm growing.
Truly heartwarming.
You can still have fun. I still have money left over. Indeed. Indeed. All right. We got 3 more sub-fragments to go here. I'm going to click on save because I'm paranoid like that.
Experience supplemental fragment. The quantum leap.
Does this mean we get to talk to Scott Bakula? Anyway. You guys are probably too young to know what that is. Back in the living room on the 19th at night.
Hey, anyone up?
I am now.
Oh dear.
What's up?
I know we're all focused on the nightclub thing lately, but did any of you start to think about New Year's Eve?
New Year's.
One thing at a time, man.
Well, for them it's mere weeks away, but for us it's months away.
No, I have a good idea, so hear me out. We're gonna do the quantum leap.
Oh, this is dangerous. I kind of know what this is. Paranoia. I say they're coming to get me.
The what? What?
The quantum leap.
The time warp?
Oh, where they basically celebrate a New Year's day once per hour for every time zone. This sounds dangerous.
Now you're just putting random words together.
It's a thing, I swear.
Yeah,
Never heard of it.
I have.
All right. Listen up. You gather friends in a voice call, all from different time zones. You take a shot at midnight. Take another shot at midnight. Then another.
It's just an excuse to get drunk.
See where I'm going with this?
Now they're just doing the time warp again? Pooh.
Whoa. Multiple midnights. The best part of New Year's Eve over and over.
Oh my goodness.
Glad we're on the same page.
All right, here we go.
You're using time zones to promote alcohol abuse?
I
Wonderful.
knew it. Oh my god.
It's not abuse. And don't lie to us, Isaac. We all know you'd be drinking that much anyway.
This seems horrendously dangerous and quite possibly a bad idea.
You'll need a bit more than that to sell me on the idea.
Oh dear.
Well, think about it this way. If you have multiple crushes, then that's multiple midnight kisses.
Clearly, Taylor is into polyamory. Taylor, shake my head. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Sold.
Wait, what? Who are you planning to kiss at midnight, let alone 4th midnight?
It's a surprise. Don't even worry about it.
Just so you know, if you come near me, I will destroy you.
This is gonna be such a disaster.
Taylor's horny on Maine. Clearly. And this is why we're rated M chat. Oh my goodness. Got 2 more of these to go here. Holy crap.
Experience supplemental fragment. Meeting a 0?
Yes. Let's do this. All right. How are you guys enjoying this so far? I think it's freaking hilarious. I love this. I love this. Alrighty.
I ran into a 0 on the street a couple hours ago.
We did. If Taylor is Polly, I'm already sold him a wooga.
Wait. You go outside?
Don't you, like, poof into a puff of smoke like a vampire? Aren't you allergic to the sun, Dante?
Funny. I had some errands to run, but he seemed hungry. Asked to eat some of the food I bought.
Oh, that happened to me in Delta the other day.
Wait. What are the odds that it was the same person?
Yeah, I was there too. Felt kind of bad for the guy. I didn't know it was really true, how they can't enter our stores.
That's sad. Why?
Yeah, they aren't chipped like we are. No ID to speak of. I really hope that you gave him some food, Dante.
Well,
Yeah, of course. I bought a ton since we're pre-gaming today.
you know, I would definitely go to that precious 0. I would give him a sandwich and maybe a shot of vodka.
You know, I kind of feel bad. Partying while they're rallying for some basic necessities?
Isn't there a way to work around this system and invite this individual? It seems nice, I think.
Should have invited him over. Showed him what life in the city is like.
Yeah, right?
Sheltering a 0 and giving them access to city goods? Oh, I can literally hear your score going down, man.
Why would acts of generosity cause your score to go down? It makes 0 sense.
You know me. Just like bringing people together. Besides, it'd be a petty crime. Nobody cares about those.
Altruism should be met with positivity. You should gain points for helping people.
I'm not even gonna touch that one.
Okay.
Sounds like a scandal to me.
Scandal?
Fine. I just wanted to do a good deed.
0s are the enemy according to Argus. 0s were born into a situation they had no control over. How are they the enemy? They just want to live their lives. Wouldn't a good corporation do that? But I don't know.
How about you start putting out the snacks and booze then? This party starts in a few hours if you want to stick to your schedule.
I really want to go meet this 0. Sounds like an absolute
Sure.
bean.
Want to help when you get home?
Not really, but I will. It's the least I can do, since you organized the whole thing.
Name a good corporation? Well, you got me there. I can't figure out.
Dante being generous? Wow, this really is a special day.
Hmm.
I'll stop by early so I can help you set up. Just let me finish a few more episodes of this show.
Indeed.
Sounds good to me. And Delta, just sit back and relax. This night is celebrating your arrival. So, let's make it special.
You know, I like celebrating with friends. It doesn't have to be just for my arrival. It can be for the group. Just sometimes you just need to celebrate something just because. Let's celebrate today because we're here. Why can't you just celebrate for no reason at all?
Yeah, one we can all remember.
You know, you ever just do that? You're just bored one day and you call up a friend and it's like, hey, can we come over and party? For what? Because we're here. Because we can. Everybody should take a moment to have fun. Doesn't have to be any special day, doesn't have to be any special time. You can celebrate for any reason you want. It could be completely arbitrary. Just enjoy life sometimes, you know? Did someone say party? Yes, absolutely. Hello, Atlas. How you doing?
Unless you go overboard again.
Oh boy, here we go.
Hey, bring that up one more time, and you're going overboard.
By the way, stick around, chat. Toward the end of the stream, I'm going to be giving away a copy of Komorebi to a lucky individual in channel. But if I roll your name and you already have a copy, then you can choose a friend.
Ooh, drama!
I love these.
At least now I have some
these
entertainment
beats.
while I prepare. Hold on. Let me go make some popcorn.
Drama! I love that.
My suffering isn't entertainment.
Yes, it is. I love this
Hey,
fucking
can I
game.
get extra butter on that? I've decided that calories don't exist this weekend.
We all love Taylor.
Sure thing. Just make sure to keep an eye on Dante. And don't stop fighting either. I'm loving the energy.
Oh my god. This is just an incredible situation, and things are gonna get more spicy down the road. Excuse me. My mental health has deteriorated beyond comprehension in the last 48 hours, but hanging in there with the help of caffeine. Atlas! Atlas, Atlas, Atlas. Not again. Come here, Atlas. Come here, come here, come here, come here. You are a precious individual, and we love you very much. I'm gonna give you some head pats, okay? I want you to relax and please take care of yourself. Breathe. Enjoy the time. Don't overstress yourself. Don't overthink yourself. And go easy on the caffeine. Even if you can't sleep, you owe it to yourself to just rest. Just turn off the computer and do nothing for a while. Just rest. I do want to take breaks every time I do something in real life. It just happens to make things worse. Well, you don't have to feel alone, Atlas. We love you. Don't ever forget that.
Experience supplemental fragment. A weird feeling.
A weird feeling. You know, I've always, had told myself when I was growing up that I was straight. And then, I'm Demi, of course. But
I'm on
I
my way
can't
over.
help but feel like, why should I just be stuck with one gender to enjoy and love and appreciate? Honestly, I love my boyfriend. I love Eric with all my heart. And despite the fact that at times we, have had disagreements, I still love him for him. And he's shown me that having an open mind can really help you go a long way. Yeah, labels. We don't need labels in society. We don't. We just be human beings and enjoy each other, Today was meant to be a hangout with friends in real life and ended up having a panic attack after my friend destroyed the things that rage. Just dandy. Ugh, dude. My DMs are open for you, Atlas. My DMs are open. If you need anything, please let me know, okay? Alright, I'm on my way over.
But admittedly, I'm a little bummed out.
Uh-oh.
What happened? Also, we're almost set up for the party already.
Well, I was really getting into this show. Like, the next episode was supposed to be all-out war. But instead of that, they focused on completely different characters. Just moved to the other side of the world at the worst possible time.
Aw.
Did it all take place in the same room?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
That's a bottle episode, man.
Bottle episode. You're gonna have to describe what that is. I think I understand some element of it.
Bottle episode? And you thought Quantum Leap sounded weird.
It's just something they do in the industry. It either kills the momentum or becomes a masterpiece.
It's a gamble, that's for sure.
Plan to elaborate at all?
Well, he mentioned they were going to war, right? They
Okay.
probably need to put a lot of money into that. Like CGI, music, all that fun stuff.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It lets them put more of the budget into the important episodes. They typically reuse sets and focus on main characters with no secondaries.
So what you're saying is that the next episode will be incredible.
Well, they could be, but I don't know. I actually prefer the bottle episodes myself.
Oh,
A
indeed.
smaller, more intimate character study? Right up my alley. But I've never been one for fight scenes and explosions.
to focus on individual characters and getting to know more about them helps them become more relatable, I think. Let's see.
Hold on. You've changed the way I think about TV shows. I just figured every episode had the same budget.
Oh, no, it most certainly does not. Dante, stop going after my heart. Right? Right?
Ooh, not even close.
Oh my goodness. I have a DM from you. Eric, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
So that one episode with the fly in the lab?
Bottle.
Yes.
What about the one where no one's ready?
Big bottle, and an instant classic. Sometimes they take the easy way out and just do a clip show episode. You know, highlighting all the best times those characters have had.
Ah, clip shows. Gotta love the clip shows. It's basically when the writers don't really have that much to do and maybe their budgets run dry. So it's just easier to grab stuff from existing episodes and have a montage. So, yeah.
I always thought those were just pure fan service.
Yeah, I'd take a bottle episode over a clip show any day of the week.
Hey, guys,
Yeah, what's up?
do you think we're in one of those right now?
No?
What are you talking about?
I mean, actually, I don't know. I just got the weirdest feeling.
Was this breaking the fourth wall, chat?
Care to elaborate at all?
It's already gone. Just lasted a few seconds. Honestly, I wouldn't even worry about it.
Existentialism much?
Oh, I am absolutely going to worry about it.
He's probably just been reading too many books.
That is definitely not the case.
Are you saying I don't read?
I'm only saying it because you don't.
Oh, jeez. Quick, cover his mouth before he breaks the fourth wall. Oh, God, they're self-aware. Run!
Hey, what's the last novel you read, Isaac?
I hate all of you.
Oh, dear. Oh, that was an awkward session. What happened? Anyway, we don't have access to this. So I've got all the check marks. I can click on the arrow.
Experience culmination fragment. The nightclub outing?
Oh, let's do this. Nightclub outing time. Having fun? Thank you for choosing Argus, our future, your way. More like our future, our way. All right, it is 12:20, getting close towards Christmas, if that is something they celebrate in this world. He reads through some papers, and I tell him my weekend plans. He wanted to make sure that my social life was thriving in this new setting. It was for now. He seems happy that I have a new group of friends in my life. You are a seed, Chad. You are a seed that came from something. And you are desperately looking for fertile soil to start growing. If the place where you're at is not fertile, you will not grow, you will not thrive, you will not survive. You have to find new ground. And sometimes that initial journey of finding the fertile soil can be the most difficult because you don't know if you'll make it. But finding the right people, finding the right situations, finding the right, ideas, motivation, chat. The fertile soil is out there. There is a place where you can plant yourself. There is a place where you can grow. Hold on to that belief. Hold on to that idea. The future is unwritten, and you have control over it.
Right, of course. The nightclub trip and the, pre-gaming. Well, at least you're being social. Not something I'd recommend making a habit of, though. The pre-gaming, I mean, not the socializing. Having a friend group is healthy and can make all the difference. I'm glad that you're able to get along with Isaac's friends, too.
This is good.
Bringing a new person into a social group can often be complicated. You'll probably notice that you're under a microscope, too. At least for a while. but they should seek your approval just as much as you're seeking theirs.
This is true. Respect and admiration is a two-way street. After getting caught up, he puts the papers off to the side.
Speaking of that, though, have you been seeking more than friends? It's healthy to date and test the waters, you know.
I told Isaac that I'd like to give it a try, actually.
Makes perfect sense. You did move here for him, after all. And if not for him, then at least to live with him, which is a big gesture. From everything I've been told, it seems like you two get along just fine.
He scribbles down notes on a piece of paper that rests beside him. I'm tempted to ask him what he's writing down, but I know it's nothing bad. In fact, I'm pretty sure that I'll be cleared as a patient within a month or so.
Have your friends told you anything about their Komorebi? I mean,
little.
Do you know if any of them are like you? Bonding over a shared trait can always help.
I let them know that I'm definitely the odd one out. They didn't reveal their visions, but I know that they had them. For the time being, I was definitely alone with this struggle.
I guess the odds were incredibly slim. But as far as I'm concerned, it was worth a shot. If you're interested, I could hook you up with some support groups.
I let them know that I'm not interested in that. Like I've said many times before, my lack of a vision doesn't affect me.
Oh, that's exactly why I'd recommend you go to a support group. I think others could benefit from hearing how you think and feel. Whether you know it or not, you're a pretty remarkable case.
Remember, sometimes finding yourself could mean that providing insight for others could help you feel better. I shrug and ask him if that means he's close to clearing me as a patient.
One step at a time, Delta.
Don't skip rungs in the ladder. If you were to think of a ladder or a staircase, smaller steps are much easier to climb. 1-point shots at a basketball court is much easier than trying to throw 3 throws after 3 throws, 3 points. Just short, quick, easy steps, and you will eventually progress. And if you stick along that path, you'll progress faster than you think you will.
I can't make a big decision like that unless I'm certain. Thankfully, your honesty and cooperation are helping.
I can't help but direct my attention to some colorful papers by his side. They look like pamphlets, so I decide to ask him what they are. My best guess is that he already had some support groups in mind.
Oh, these? A Zero handed them to me on my way to work. I guess part of their protesting involves spreading around propaganda. This first one claims that Argus is responsible for Komorebi.
I'm also curious if Argus is also sending around propaganda, especially with the hour-long reports in the morning. He picks up a pamphlet and opens it.
It says that they engineered it somehow. Then they swooped in to play the savior and control society. Those who don't experience visions are just strong enough to resist.
With a laugh, he places it back down and grabs the other.
Now, this one was actually more interesting. It says that the existence of Komorebi disproves free will. That's clearly not true. I wonder if they actually believe this nonsense.
Yes. If you want to purchase this game for yourself, I highly recommend it. However, there is a chance that somebody in chat before the end of the stream will actually win a copy of Komorebi from me. He flips through the second pamphlet.
Unfortunately, we've seen people take their own lives due to Komorebi.
Now, that statement, as dark and grim as it is, does that mean that that person truly had a choice? If they saw a vision that had disturbed them to the point where they feared failure, and they took their own life, that must mean that, psychologically speaking, you still have free will. This will kind of disturb people in a way, but I ask that you chat keep an open mind on what this all means.
This very act
free will
proves
versus
that,
determinism.
to some degree, we can still control fate. The leading theory is that these visions are more like warnings. You know, a kind of heads up of what could be.
Yeah. I do know of friends that have ended their own lives. And it's very sad because they cry out for help, and sometimes their cries for help are so subtle that we don't notice it. And we wish we were there for them, to give them the chance to speak out and how we can help them. Suicide is never anything to joke about, and these things that people do, we wish we had a means to help them. We wish that we were there for them. We wish we had the right things to say, you know, and it sucks. The feeling of worthlessness, the feeling of helplessness, the feeling of, you know, what I do isn't good enough for people, or that I'm not making a difference, or that everything that I do is going to be meaningless in the long run. But I will say this: you'll never be forgotten in this world. Your life is about legacy and the memories that you leave behind. The choices you make now will echo forever. And I ask that if you're hurting, if you feel like that you can't move on, if you feel like that life isn't important enough, to seek out help, to seek out friends, to let them know that you're desperate and you're trying to look for a solution. Even if you don't know how to say how you feel, opening up, even just a little, you could possibly get the help that you need. There are crisis hotlines out there that are available for you. Sometimes it just opening up. Your streams help me get through life. I don't claim to be a therapist, Chad. I don't claim to be a doctor. I don't claim to be anything. I'm a human like you are. I have depression, I have anxiety, I have ADHD. I deal with these things too. And yes, Chad, I have dealt with suicidal thoughts. It is a dark moment in my life where I have to try to find the courage to move on. And the fact is I am still here because of you, Chad. I'm still here because of my friends. I'm still here because people show their love and support, and they always come back to me, eager to hear me again, to listen to what I do, what I say. And knowing that somehow my words can reach people, that I can show empathy for others, that, you know, there's always something else that you can earn. There's always something else that you can look forward to. There's always a new goal that you can work on. Don't give up. Don't give up. Your life has meaning. Your choices affect, you know, everything else around you. Be there for each other. Take whatever strengths that you have and share them with others that where they lack. And I believe that they too will share their strengths with you where you lack. We have to be here for each other, Chad. It's the purpose of our life is what we want it to be. Free will versus determinism. I believe that we have free will. I believe that there isn't a big corporation out there that's controlling us. I believe that we can make our choices for ourselves. Don't give up.
Some people even believe that they're glimpses into alternate worlds. Of course, I didn't bring you here to talk about metaphysical nonsense.
I'm intrigued by this conversation, so I decided to turn the tables. Yeah. I get you, Azzy. And I appreciate it, Grey Wolf. I ask him where he stands on this subject, what he believes.
Well, I believe that we'll never know the truth of Komorebi. But many visions have come to pass, while many haven't. And as I said before, some people don't live to find out. If I had to commit to an idea, I'd say I agree with the leading theory. They're just possible outcomes. Nothing set in stone or predestined. Argus isn't responsible, and we still have free will at the end of the day. Of course, that's just wishful thinking. We'll never really know.
Sometimes you have to let go of questions that cannot be answered. To wonder what happens after you die, to wonder what goes on things you don't have control over, you can't worry about answers to those kinds of questions, because the more you focus on the things that you have no control over, the more you'll lose focus on what's important in your life.
Some visions could just be tricks to send people down a certain path. I think it's more important to handle things on an individual basis. For example, what does your vision, or lack of vision, mean to you? It's best to lead with that rather than seek out a universal truth. Like I always say, truth can just be a gateway to more fright.
He puts the second pamphlet down.
I hope people don't start believing these silly stories. If those zeros are really here to cause trouble, I'd avoid them. No sense getting caught up in something like this, you know?
I can't hold on to the idea that zeros as a whole are there to cause problems. If every individual is unique and everybody has their own free will, then I believe that there is a number of those zeros that do wish well for people. And they just want to thrive and succeed like everybody else. Why would they cause commotion? Why would they make things worse for everybody else? Is your fate determined by your upbringings? Like I mentioned earlier in this stream, a name has been chosen for you, but you can choose a name for yourself. Your upbringings are there as the initial foundation, but you are responsible for building the rest of the house. You can change your foundation if you want. Oh, no fate but what you make. That was in Terminator 2. I nod, and I choose not to mention the zero I ran into. Besides, something told me our session was quickly running out of time. We continue to talk, but all I can think about is the upcoming festivities. Celebrate life, Chad. Thank you for the head pads. There's a lot of very interesting psychological and very interesting ideas of what's going on here. Philosophies. It's a very philosophical game, isn't it? It's beautiful in all aspects. We make our way down to the city streets as the booze starts to wear off. Hydrate, chat. If you have a hangover, drink water. Water, 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 water. It was a long walk to the nightclub, but we didn't feel like driving or using public transit. Because of that, we wobble slightly as we head toward our destination, Club Euphoria.
I'm surprised your friend didn't help us out with transportation.
What do you mean?
Gives us
We
an open
might go a
bar,
little bit
but
later
didn't
than normal
send
here,
us
Chad.
a limo? Rude.
Oh, don't get greedy. It was a nice gesture. He just wants to get things off to a good start.
My legs are killing me, so we're off to a great start. Remind me to give him an earful when we get there.
Oh, jeez.
Speaking of which, I still need to yell at Dante.
What did I do now?
I heard that noise when you connected to our speakers, dude. Was I not clear enough the other day? Don't mess with my mods.
I haven't. Well, not since then. It's just been a while since anyone connected like that. Trust me, Isaac, I made those changes months ago.
Is that supposed to get you off the hook?
I'm just being honest, man.
I guess we'll see.
Oh, boy. Dante scoffs and looks the other way.
You know, I might not drink as much as I thought tonight.
What? Why's that?
Probably for a good
It's
reason.
these new painkillers.
Painkillers. Oh, yeah. Do not mix medication and alcohol. Very, very bad.
Wait, you're in pain?
Yeah, because you won't get off my back.
Ah,
Is it too much
jeez.
to ask for just one night of fun? You're the one who wanted that, yet you're tearing into me.
An awkward silence fills the air as they stare at one another. I'm going to do a real quick save here. But just like usual, they erupt into laughter only a few moments later. Of course, he was making a joke out of that. Yeah, indeed.
Fine. I'll try and ease up on you a little bit. If we want to be friends forever, I might just have to.
All of a sudden, I start to thinking about the conversation we had earlier. In their visions, they were no longer in touch, no longer a friend group.
You really think we can pull that off?
I guess it's worth a shot.
Isaac stops in his tracks and turns to face all of us.
Then we should make a pact.
Agreed.
Like with blood?
Taylor! Shut up! Oh my god.
No.
Shame. Always wanted to do one of those.
Wow.
I'd rather not have your blood on my hands, Taylor.
Oh, but I thought we were finally bonding.
Why is Taylor such a dork? Oh my god.
Come on, can you please take this seriously for a second? I just want to make sure that we don't all drift apart.
No.
And how do you suggest we do that?
The group chat, probably. Let's promise to keep using it no matter where we are, even if it's just 1 or 2 messages a week. No pressure, right? Then we really can be friends forever.
I believe that true friends never separate, and no prophecy, no vision, no fortune-telling bullshit could ever separate true friends from each other.
Right now, you're all important to me. I think about you all the time. But in my vision, like I said, I'm not even aware of your existence.
Azzy, in the end, blood is just a substance. That's all it is.
Tragic. Everybody should know
Bonds
who
are
I
based
am.
on your actions, not physical
But
objects.
On a more serious note, I guess I can manage that.
Yeah, I don't plan on leaving the group, so I'm down.
Then let's make it official.
He puts out his hand, palm facing down. One by one, we stack our hands on top of his. I wait until the end, since I'm the newest one here.
Friends, until the end.
Until the end. We all say that in unison, and we look at each other with big smiles. Come on, guys, bring it on in. Big old group hug, huh? Huh? Group hug? Maybe? Oh. A moment later, we pull back our hands and continue our way. I had no problem with the agreement, since it seemed pretty low maintenance. Oh, here's a hug. Here's a hug for you, chat. Here, I'm going to give you guys a pact for my chat. I love each and every single one of you, no matter what happens. You guys are sweethearts. You are. It was a little odd, but this pact suddenly made me feel my life more grounded. If we really followed through, I'd always have friends to support me. That made this scary new city seem a lot more inviting. By the time the night was over, the place would be home. I decided to bring up something that my counselor told me at our session. There's a theory that Komorebi isn't set in stone. It's just a possibility. A pact like this could very well defy what they believe to be fate.
Ah, yes, the parallel universe thing. If that's true, then I'm screwed no matter what. If you're my best friends, then this is clearly the darkest timeline.
Wow, Taylor. Wow. Wow.
Rude?
Hey, don't worry. I thrive in the dark.
Do you know? I noticed that Dante looks a little worried.
Hey, you know your counselor isn't supposed to do that, right? He's supposed to stick to facts and Argus-approved exercises. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's off curriculum, so to speak.
Yeah, and that could only come from someone who's never had a vision. People like us who live with Komorebi kind of find that laughable. It's something you can't understand, not unless you've lived it.
I am blessed to not ever have visions of my future. I ask him for some clarification as I'm a little confused. Here's my question. How do you differ between a vision and a dream? How do you know what Komorebi is? Where does it come from? Does it just show up in your mind like a thought? Is it like a movie that plays in your head like a dream, but a little bit clearer as you're looking at the world as it is? I honestly don't know. I ask him for some clarification as I'm a little confused.
Well, I didn't have a speech prepared or anything, but It'd be like hosting a lecture on something you know nothing about. And not only that, but your students are already experts on the subject.
That would be both difficult and embarrassing.
Just think about it this way. It's inescapable
I agree, Ozzy.
even if you escape it. We could defy our vision, sure, but we still have to experience it. Every day, we face the future as if it were the present.
Inescapable. I sincerely doubt that.
Indistinguishable from reality, and it's awful. So even if we are friends forever, I'll still lose you all the time. Who cares if it's another world or universe? The feelings are all real.
Wow. He nailed it.
Jeez, I guess I never thought of it that way before. Even if we learn the origin of these visions, they'll still happen every day. They'd exist alongside the truth and probably even overpower it.
Though I have to say, we should probably change the subject. This whole thing seems like a recipe for depression. Let's not sabotage our night out, huh?
I agree.
True. And honestly, thanks for your input, Delta. I know that you were only trying to help out.
Okay. How much further does this go here? I nod and I tell him it's fine. It's true, though. It wasn't my place to speak about Komorebi. Building off that lecture metaphor, I should be sitting and listening.
Whoa! Didn't expect such a big lineup.
Oh, boy. All right, let's see. It is currently 3:51. Let me do a real quick save here. And I'm going to open up a window. Give me just a second. And let me see. I'm going to log into Nightbot on system. And let's see if we can do a giveaway here. How many eligible users in chat do we have right now? See, Matt Macropika. Man, I want to play this. It's a bit later for me, nearly 5 p.m. Okay, chat. Let's see how many people we can get in channel right now to see if we can do a giveaway for a copy of Komorebi. If you guys want to be able to win this, let's take a look. Post messages right now. Post messages right now. We got 3 peeps. How many more peeps? Let's see. I'm going to... let's see. I'll even put eligibility mods in there too. If you guys want a copy of Komorebi. Let me see. Who's gonna win right now, Chad? Who's gonna win right now? I can't play it. I'm on Mac. Sorry. Really? It's PC only? That sucks. Okay. I only got 3 peeps in here. Okay, we got more. I don't even have Steam, so I don't think I'll be able to receive the copy. It is possible to use something like there's a way to run like a Windows program on a Mac. Taylor's face. All right, who's gonna win, chat? I already have it. Give it to other folks. Okay. Let's see. What can I do here? Well, we're gonna mark you as ineligible. All right. How many people are in channel right now? How many people are in channel? Post a hello if you guys want to roll to win a copy of Komorebi. You guys gonna want to win a copy of Komorebi? Let's see if we can do this here, chat. There we go. We got Sharnio Blight Shade. Who's in chat right now? Who's in chat? We got lots of peeps in there. If you guys are lurking, you're not going to be eligible to win. If you're lurking and you want a chance to win a copy of Komorebi, let me know right now. Oh my God, Fang. Oh my God. All right, so here's how I'm doing it, chat. Nightbot is going to be choosing a winner right now. So there you guys are. So far, just 4 peeps. 4 peeps. Planning on buying it my own time anyway. I'm one to earn things for myself. Come on, man. All right. I mean, if you don't want it, let's see how many more peeps are in channel right now. How many more peeps? This is making me sad. 4 eligible users? I mean, that's going to be kind of All right. See, if you want to earn it on your own, okay, we can leave you out then. Let's see who wins here. Let's see who wins. And let's see. Panda said, "Can't play it on my Mac." Ah. Oh man. God. Then there's only like 2 peeps in here. Anticlimactic and I oop. Come on, chat. Come on, chat. I can see you right here. I can see you on the left-hand side here. Well, how many more peeps are in chat? Let's see. Yes, there's a giveaway for Komorebi. How does one enter? Just chat. Say anything. If you guys want to enter, just talk. You're only going to be eligible if you are talking. If you are lurking, you are ineligible to win this. Yeah. I'll save it for a rainy day when I get a PC. Put me in. Okay, we can put you back in then. Okay, yeah, and chat and Atlas too. Okay. If you're waiting to buy it, okay. So I'm gonna have the 4 peeps here. There we go. Already bought Komorebi, but I hope the winner enjoys. Okay, then makes you ineligible then. All right, I'm rolling. You guys got 5 seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's gonna win? Panda! Okay. Panda, do you want me to re-roll? Panda Art. Panda Art gets the copy. All right, if you want to just say I'll take it. If you don't want it, just say re-roll. If you want the copy of Komorebi, just say I want it. If you don't want it, just say re-roll. And say no, I'll take it. Thank you. Okay, please send me a direct message in Discord, and I'll get you set up after the stream. All right. Sorry, I'm on wicked delay. That's okay. Send me a private message on Discord, and I'll get you set up with a copy of Komorebi for yourself. Okay? So congratulations on the win. Nice job. All right. Guys, we've been playing now for 4 hours. I need to go get some food. We're going to come back to this in the future. So let me do a quick save. And we're going to go to the event in the future here. Let me take a look. Tomorrow is the 7th. No stream tomorrow. No stream tomorrow. So Tuesday, on the 8th, we'll be playing Komorebi again at 10 o'clock in the morning. And then on the 9th, in the afternoon, about 1 p.m., we'll continue on with Komorebi after that. So let's go and send you peeps to a heckin' precious, tremendous bean. I'm going to actually look this up here and see who else is online. Who else is online right now? I'm going to do a search. Actually, you know what? Let me see. Let me see. Who should I send y'all to? You know what? I'm gonna send you to somebody I haven't sent to you to in a while. Let's go to send you to my friend Fox in the Fedora. He is currently playing Gary's mod right now. Fox in the Fedora. And we're going to do Komorebi again in 2 days. Not tomorrow, but the day after, 10 o'clock in the morning. Let's go say hi to Fox in the Fedora. And as always, chat, thank you so much for coming on in. And no matter who you are or where you come from, you are valid and you are loved. Exclamation point Komorebi if you guys want to check out Komorebi. Check it out on Steam if you don't already have it yet. It's super heckin' awesome. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Some nice looking pumpkins.
Sure. Sonicgott, thank you for the raid.